I apologise if I cough in this one. I'll try.
Pretty sure this is just going to be all coughs.
Cool.
Oh yeah, this is
the Coughcast.
This is session 3
with your hosts.
God damn it. Okay. We are just had the Family Guy thing with everyone sitting in the castle. Okay. You guys are all on the boat. You're downstairs.
Falling asleep, drooling all over.
Falling asleep, drooling all over said book.
Yeah.
You two are still up on deck.
Yes.
You're providing the party tunes.
Yes. In the Navy.
You're doing the
Among sail the seven seas.
Fantastic. And you managed to make 200... not 200, 20
Yes,
gold.
200 gold.
20
Done.
gold.
Make that correction to my character sheet.
Yeah, you did
very
go
firmly to walk away.
20 gold out of one of them. Well, out of a group of them. The deck's still pretty lively. The music's still
And clean.
cracking. Yeah, it is.
Oh no, it's completely ruined by now.
Nice.
You see, there's a couple other groups sort of sitting around. Like there is basically the skeleton staff of the crew keeping the boat going, but it's pretty much just sailing through the night. It's pretty easy going. So a bunch of the off-duty crew are just sitting around in various things, drinking and tapping along to the music. One group is sitting around playing drinking games. If you're interested in joining in there.
No, because I can lose control the situation, so no thanks.
Drinking's more that one.
I'm asleep down.
You are asleep down there.
Yes.
I'll just watch.
Sleeping the sleep of the damned.
I'm supposed to observe, see if anyone's, maybe not who they say they are, or something that looks interesting, but nothing serious for the time being.
And I'm paying absolutely no attention whatsoever to anything.
Because you are tooting your flute.
Yes. I'm shooting that flute.
Hello, nurse.
In the Navy.
So, Hannah, you head over and sort of observe from the outside of the group what's going on in there. Playing. Okay, well, they're sort of alternating between a couple of different games. Essentially, they're playing. I'm not sure if you guys have played these ones in real life, but one of them is Two Lies and a Truth, which is always a fun one, where each person sort of goes around and says 3 different statements. 2 of them are a lie, one is a truth, and then the rest of the participants have to work out, guess which one is or announce which one is the truth, and the ones that were wrong, drink. And they're also they'll play a few rounds of that, and then they skip over to Never Have I Ever, which I'm pretty sure a bunch of us have played at times.
So it's a boat full of teenage.
I've never played that.
Never played that.
It's a boat full of teenage girls.
It's a bunch of people that are just enjoying stories.
Next, they're going to play Spin the Bottle.
They're also
Pillow
trying to
fight
braid each
negligees.
other's hair, give each other makeovers, a couple of different face masks.
Absolutely. Oh, girl.
Essentially, they're looking for a fun way of consuming alcohol, which they'll plan to do anyway.
Oh, I just find drinking it to be pretty fun.
In and of itself.
That's right.
So you're hovering around there for a little while, watching this game on, and at one point, one turns around and is like, "Oh, you, come on, join in. Just sit in for a couple of rounds. You don't have to go first or anything, but come on, sit in."
No.
What are you? Come on.
I want to tell anyone just shake my head and say, "Oh, I said no. No, thank you." I'll just kind of walk away.
Fair enough.
Wait. No, that's it.
It's the secret of men trying to
there's
pressure
no
you
money
into doing
involved.
something you don't want to do.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. That's
No, I wouldn't get involved in that. I wouldn't get involved in drinking unless it's akin to it.
Fair enough. Okay. As you sort of back away a little bit, you take a couple of steps back and step solidly into someone that's standing behind you.
That seems something I'm like, oh, dude. You ruined my character, Ryan.
And you sort of turn around and then and looking sort of at the chest of, and then sort of peering up at the captain. And she's like, "You're not enjoying the festivities, or just a casual observer?"
I enjoy watching festivities. I enjoy some festivities.
I'll give you the tip. The best way to not draw attention to yourself is...
I've already attempted to not draw attention to myself, but it hasn't worked too well.
Well, to each their own, I guess.
I'm not sure we're really keeping a low profile on this boat.
No, I mean, that's kind of
we
when you...
summoned a genie and sorcerer's apprentice the second we got on here. Collectively, we did that thing.
A 120 goal, had a life threatened already, he's playing music. No, it's pretty much the cat's out of the bag.
I think they know we're on the boat.
I'm not trying to hide, but also not try to...
Hey, Sigrid's actually the stealthy one now.
Well, she's...
Undetected so far.
Well, she's not even with you. She's
Exactly.
flying on her own right.
I want to go on the magic right horse.
She's keeping a distance as well because, flying horse glowing in the night sky would attract a bit of attention.
If anybody's trying to navigate by the stars, they're like, what the fuck is that?
See, we're trying to distract from Sigrid. We're trying to...
Unless it's tell the captain I don't have the... Being drunk and losing control of my senses is not the best thing to do right now.
Fair enough. If you want, you can follow me up to the wheel and just keep out of way that way.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. It's an opportunity to get drunk and lose control of her senses, and Leland's not there for it.
Well, technically, you lost control of your senses.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I just didn't get drunk. Yeah, there's always tomorrow.
Yeah, the captain starts walking back up to the wheel at the back of the ship. Oh, I'm made of coughs. Hey, look. I need to ask, what's your purpose in the Blood Cliffs?
I believe we had this conversation a few hours ago, where we've paid you ample money for this conversation to not occur. We did, didn't we?
Yep.
I think we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand why you keep asking, of course, and I don't begrudge you continually to ask that question. But we all know the same. Talk is cheap, silence is expensive, and we have paid for that silence.
And stay.
But, I've been waiting to get my new rogue levels to go still in.
Just an idle question, just like random curiosity. How many crew members are on this ship? Just ballpark.
You're looking at, you got the captain, then you've got there's about a dozen on deck on deck currently.
But that'd be level 1. Might be a few level 2s in there, if that's nothing.
There's about a dozen on deck currently. I'm not sure how many are sort of below.
And
it's only a 2-mast ship, so it doesn't need like a huge crew to keep it going.
Yeah, like
also...
three unskilled adventurers could probably handle it, right?
There's
No,
only a skeleton
probably
crew
not.
currently manning the ship. They're mostly drunk.
You're just proposing mutiny from your slumber.
No. Like this is.
I'm not even
there right now.
Fireball.
This is me asking you, the DM, some hypothetical questions about the state of the gaming world. You know.
Well, he's already said they only require a skeleton crew at the moment, and most of them are
Need some
drunk right now.
skeletons.
Most of them are drunk right now.
Who's a necromancer?
Oh, finally, Kevin would have come in handy.
He was good at killing the people we needed.
So you're up on deck with the captain and
Just counting people and working out.
yeah. So keeping an eye on the rest of the deck. Most people are sort of not really paying you any mind. They're pretty committed to their either
Drinking.
work or
Drink.
drinking.
Yeah, I think the image of like being up there visibly with the captain might send a signal for us that we should be left alone, potentially. Well, that's certainly the air I'll be trying to present anyway.
I'm definitely helping with that.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
I cast darkness at James.
That's fair. Sucks.
The captain sort of turns to you and goes, I didn't actually end up introducing myself. It was all fairly quick. I'm
It's true. It was rather clandestine.
I'm Hilda. And you are?
I am Hannah.
Hannah?
Hilda and Hannah.
Aw.
You could be detectives.
Good.
Goliath and Drow. Goliath and Drow.
It's Drow and Goliath.
No, Drow's definitely second billing.
It's rude. I stab her. For stealing my future TV rights. And what brings a Goliath to the ocean? Goliath being known as hill folk.
My work gets me here. My work has set me to the sea currently.
There seems to be a... And look, I believe I can call the Colonel Black, being a drow who reportedly lives under the surface and in about 8 hours will be directly under the sun.
I can understand that would be
Oh,
quite unfortunate
goody.
for you in about 8 hours at this point.
Yes, I can't wait. So, this is the kettle call, kettle call in the pot black, but what has brought you out here? Said you work, but it's very interesting.
She leans down, sort of towards you, sort of getting sort of nice and close, sort of almost face to face, but still, showing sort of decent height difference still. And
I'm very impressed by it.
And roll perception.
I feel like I'm third wheeling a date here. Just standing together, cruising
Well,
over
you-
the stars
18.
on the
18?
seas.
As she leans forward, you can see sort of the top of the
Yeah.
shirt that she's wearing. Sort of, you can see like, around the neck there's a longer chain.
My eyes are up here.
It's like, they're a long way up. And on the end of the chain there is a small pendant hanging. That pendant is of a horn.
I was worried it was going to be a blue candle.
That's what I thought too. Now, would that hold any significance?
Very much so.
I can't remember.
It is very similar to your
The
own
symbol of
pendants.
Heimdall.
Oh. We have pendants?
It's your
walkie-talkie.
it's your
Oh, I thought it was
your
The
walkie-talkie.
walkie-talkies that we haven't
your-
used for
the
so
police
long.
Your Stones of Fast Speech, your whatever reference you want. Your what's the name of the thing in
I
Star
don't know,
Trek?
it was literally like, it was one of those things like that,
Communicators,
yeah.
just communicators. Do better, Star Trek. I'm putting you on blast.
Sir, outside.
I challenge you to fisticuffs.
No, this is why I need to start taking notes.
Hold
Sorry?
on your walkie-talkie
This is
into
why I
your
need to start taking notes.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
I will assume with that perception roll that was all deliberate.
Yes. Doing the French. You're meant to be French, not Scottish.
To be fair, I'm just happy that I'm talking.
And she's like, I forgot what the question was. She's like, yes, my work has led me here. And then sort of, with quite a lot of intention, sort of closes the shirt back up again, tucks that back inside.
Yep. I will not acknowledge any of that at all. Kind of catch on that I kind of saw that I got to it. I just kind of, I guess, look at the ocean as well and say, to answer your question, our work has brought us here as well. I go, I'll start in the exact same way she says. If she has a certain inflection or accent, I'll just basically just be, yes, our work or whatever has also brought us here.
She sort of sits back and she's like trying to sort of peer around around you, seeing if there's any sort of
It's tension between you two. It's just
You've only been looking down the top.
That's what's-
electric.
She's basically trying to eye off if you've got insignia anywhere where it even hidden away.
Well, I completely forgot what it looked like or what it was, so it's probably like on my kitchen bench or on my bench. It's like, I'll just communicate to my team. Oh,
Flash through to your barracks and everything.
yeah.
It's just sitting,
Dun.
it's just sitting there and you just hear like Eric Rothero is like, Hannah, come in, Hannah. Are you there?
Snake.
Snake. Yes, I was going to be very I haven't put any thought in how I'd be wearing it.
I feel like you'd be discreet.
I imagine you got sort of the leathers on it, sort of pinned on the inside. So if you need to, you can sort of fold it out and show it. But otherwise, it's that's the image I've got when you're hiding it.
I think I have that
is most of the time.
Most of the time, like, and also having cloaks and whatnot, so it'd be under many layers of clothing and armors.
So captain's just flashed you and now checking you out. How do you react?
But she stands back up and sort of and stands back at the wheel. Just starts guiding the ship a little bit off to the right, which I don't remember which is port or starboard.
I believe it's called aft.
Stern.
The boat collapses in on itself.
Mast.
It's going shipward ways.
Anchor.
Wet.
She's like, so.
I'm pretty sure right is port. I'm pretty sure right is port.
Is it?
I think. I don't know. It's 50-50 shot.
Yeah, just roll with it.
But yeah, she's like, so Sort of ask the question again. What's your purpose in the Blood Cliffs? If you don't
definitely incur further suspicion here. This is a great plan.
I feel like this date isn't going well. She's really boring.
She is a little bit. I just walk away. I stop at the point.
I swipe left or
port. I swipe starboard.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Because I've been running this ship in and out of there for weeks now.
Okay.
Keeping track of comings and goings.
No, I didn't say. No, I was thinking. I'm trying to remember like the last time we played. I didn't say what ship or how we're taking it. So I was just thinking like when I got the money for the boat.
We didn't get
like
given
that,
the name of the ship.
we
We
didn't
just
get
got
given
told
stuff like,
that
just
one
said
at the end
this
there.
much money.
Yep. Okay, so that's what I was trying to think of, like.
And
what
we
given.
specifically have the enchanted coin to give to them to be able to get caught later on, tracked down.
Yeah.
Here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Communicatory badging things. What's the range on those?
You haven't tested maximum range, but they definitely didn't work. Like they wouldn't communicate Londinium back to Gesserak.
So we haven't. We don't know if we could potentially contact back to Gesserak from where we are now.
You could try. Well,
I'm
you can't.
I'm
You're asleep.
sleeping. I'm having a cutscene right now.
Also, I'm assuming it would be well known in underworld circles that we have these horn communicator badge devices. Or that the police security has.
It would
How
be
well
known
known
that
would
there would be communication methods, whether they know the
What
method
they
of
actually
it.
look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or whether that this particular insignia is the device, but the fact that the constabulary can communicate between each other would be known in the underworld.
Yep. I'll just say it's work of a confidential and internal matter that's probably best not as inappropriate.
I'm
discussed.
just trying to honestly just trying to point you in the right direction. You know, the dock is not at its full capability yet, but it's getting busier, and just poking around randomly is going to get you killed.
I guess then
Let a little trust into you.
You love getting other people killed.
That's true, I do.
Yeah. Look at these two chumps you got with you.
Yes.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're worried about getting betrayed by a ship captain or something. We can just murder everybody and move on.
That's true, we can.
We do have a genie.
What?
A genie. Genie can take a ship full of sailors.
I don't know if I can resummon the genie. Don't worry about it.
We'll find out when it happens.
As we said, so the best way you can help is probably give us an updated map of, I guess, up-to-date snapshot of who's who and who's where in the port currently.
Okay, so going into the port, the port's built into old sea caves.
Yep. And from our memories, well, we've got from the information that we've got a vague idea. No, we've got a name, don't we?
Hadric.
Hedrick, and we had a vague description, maybe? Like a half-remembered dream?
Yes. That was more of a visual description of a verbal memory.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, 2? Yay!
So, and and maybe a push towards a certain individual who we're interested in discussing with called Hadric.
Hadric.
Oh, well, I'm also just yay, just making sure there's absolutely no one
Listening
even nearby at all times.
Well, you're on that sort of raised area where the wheel is and
But
everything.
it's night time. I don't know, depending on how quiet stuff is.
Yeah.
Voices, you know.
The sea has ears. That wasn't.
Like,
That wasn't meant to be profound or anything. I was just saying something dumb. I don't know what you were waiting for there.
For it to be less dumb.
Well, let's give it a little time and see how it goes.
Yes.
we just cut out the 50 minutes of awkward silence later.
That truncated silence thing is really handy. She's like, Hadric. I believe he's set up somewhere near the steps, which is the layout of the she's sort of running you through the layout of the docks and the smugglers' docks. They're built into old sea caves, so essentially you are sailing directly inside the cliff.
Yep.
And some of the older tunnels and caves that have been naturally created have been bored out and actually made larger and more useful. This area that they refer to as the steps is a essentially like a tunnel system that's been cut into the rear to take things up to the top of the cliffs.
Things didn't go well last time we were in a cave and tunnel system.
Well, that was just one straight line though. This stuff here has got winding caverns and darker areas and
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine then.
But what-
and a whole pile of nooks and
And
crannies
we're,
and everything like that.
we're older and wiser.
We are,
Older.
I guess.
Well, in fact, it's depending what you spent your points in, maybe slightly wiser.
No, I put my points into charisma.
We're older and prettier.
But yeah,
Older and swarthier.
I don't know what Hadric's been dealing in, but yeah, it will definitely be commodity goods as far as I understand, rather than anything like drugs or people.
Drugs? Who are dealing drugs? I swear.
But yeah, there are people setting up.
Actually, puts on the bag of drugs, got sellers like, oh, I got this, put that away. Are you a cop? You legally have to tell me if you're a cop. Oh, what you did. The system works.
It's not entrapment anymore.
No, that's right. That's just a good old crime and corruption.
I believe if it's not entrapment anymore, this is just a confession.
So
Unless they go along with it.
So what else can I help you out with?
200 gold.
I want my money back.
Yeah, you should definitely take the magically tracked money back. That's a good plan.
That's plenty of good scams for that, though.
The money that you're handing here.
I don't actually say
Oh,
that.
you don't actually say that. Okay.
It's like
Wait,
it's at zero cost to me.
ha.
And if I were your gold, it's not worth not to think about. And I won't tell that's magic. That'll be fun. Sorry, I'm just trying to remember what we did. I don't think there is anything that we need to discuss right now. We got a bit more picture where he is.
At this point,
Looks
downstairs
like-
is where you've sort of woken up with
The poopy tree.
the blood in the ear and all of its
Don't
pieces
say
there.
from
So
us.
you
I
are
can't reckon.
jolted awake,
What
feeling
do you need
quite poorly.
It's just like anything else we want to ask from the I don't remember.
I quickly scoop up my book, jam it back down my pants.
Yep.
Really?
Is that where you store it?
Yeah,
Okay. It's a decent sized book.
yeah. So we like down the back of his pants, like tucked into his belt.
It's just we got the name.
Like a concealed weapon.
I don't know
Yeah,
who it
like
was.
somebody tries to kick him in the butt, they're gonna like hit the book. I guess. I don't know. This is dumb.
I like the image.
I like the sort of lack of respect he treats the book with on some levels. That's
I didn't think I was forgetting anything else.
Yep. I'll gather up myself and head back upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming that how long did I sleep for? Like,
it would have been. You were down there for. It would have been an hour or so between studying and
We're heading to the Ontario Mountains.
Portentous nap, I think is what you call it.
Portentous nap.
It'd be about an hour and a half that you were down there, so it's not sort of
at the Ontario
full
Mountains.
rest, long rest sort of period time, but
Go
it's
through bunkers to get to the Ontario Mountains.
Yes. So you're stumbling your way up to the upper deck?
I sure am. I'm going towards the sound of cacophonous noise. I mean music.
Hi.
Hi.
So you get up there and you see Pop it there.
Waves enthusiastically at Leyland.
Are you like doing a one-man band thing, so you waving is actually making a bunch of racket?
Yes.
Awesome.
And up towards the rear of the boat, you see
Finger guns.
You see the captain and Hana talking to each other while the captain's steering the ship. What does everyone want to do?
This is your chance.
On deck there's a bunch of groups drinking. A couple of people sort of stomp shanty dancing to the music. It's pretty.
No, I just double checked. So I double checked the crew member from last thing if there's anything else we got. So I think in character I wouldn't know what that's very much more. So I'll just kind of ask Captain if she can give us like a bit of a little list later on when she's got the time, a little bit of who some of the more interesting elements in the town are for reasons. I think it'd be good just a bit of a idea some of the locations and go forward. Just so if this one falls through, we've got other things we can we know where to go to rather than spending.
I'll get something to you by the morning.
As long as we have before we get there.
Yeah, that can be done.
Fantastic.
Considering he just woke up from a traumatizing vision, Leland's gonna grab a tankard. Is it a tankard type of situation? Yeah. Grab one of those and like down it, and then sloppily join in with the raucous dancing.
Fair enough.
I'm assuming you're not naked and covered in oil this time.
Not this time.
Covered in oil?
This time.
Not yet.
Fully clothed.
This was him. He fell asleep while he was reading. This wasn't him like in his nocturnal activities. Ew, that felt gross saying it.
So no nocturnal emissions this time, is that what you're saying?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. But yes, Leland goes in and starts, I don't know, like a jig? Is it a jig kind of situation?
It is a jig situation.
Throwing shapes and stuff. Throwing mage hands.
I think it's throw magic off and really impress people.
Make a little. I got minor illusion. I can make some shit.
Yes, but remember how your minor illusions always turn out
great.
Really, really well. Yeah.
What do you want to be doing at this point? There's a couple other crew members who have sort of definitely joined in, and if you wanted to sort of take a bow and lead them to it, that the music will continue.
Yeah, it's probably that's something else.
Just as I get here. No, that's fine.
One more song.
That's fine. No, I don't care. Starts, yeah.
I don't pick up on social
Passive
cues.
aggression doesn't work on Papa, it turns out.
I'm glad you're so encouraging of this. It's been a very long day. So I know nothing about dice games.
That shouldn't stop you though.
That's not. I can go and play games with people.
Playing games. So you've got a few different groups you wanted to join. Could try and join in on. There's the couple of ones that are doing the drinking games, and then there's the dice game, the betting games We just did that with sleight of hand.
Yeah, with sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand rolls.
Because basically it was like, I was assuming it was like poker, but quite obviously like what you could like it was like 50 cards up the sleeves. It's more the who can cheat the best type of.
Yeah,
see, Hobbit would be doing that, but not cheating.
Okay.
Enchant terribly. Can I have some enchanted gold?
Once if you join in the same game as the one that you...
Oh, they're not going to let me in, are they?
They sort of eye you over and like...
I may have ruined it for everyone.
You run the same luck as your drow friend? Or you're actually going to give us a chance to actually play a game?
Just don't be shit. They hear in the breeze.
Alright. Just nods and smiles.
Alright.
With grins.
Pay in.
Money.
You're looking at five gold in.
Okay. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how money works.
So again, we'll do the best of 3 essentially.
So what do I do?
Roll d20, add something.
What do I add?
What if you're not?
I'm not trying to cheat. Would it just be dexterity?
Yeah, just with dexterity. Yeah, literally. I'm going to probably say you probably lose the first round.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
If you also lose an natural 20.
Well,
17.
okay, so that is a loss on your side.
16.
And that's a win for you.
This is
17.
you guys throwing dice, right?
Essentially.
Could I just throw out a suggestion?
Uh-huh.
We have dice.
Yeah.
You could just
Play ship Captain Crow.
You could just do that thing.
Where's the fun in that? Doesn't take my natural abilities into
Russ, you can't play poker with dice.
17.
So you... Yeah. But
No.
we can't play dice games with dice.
Look,
We've got to...
you're right, and I'm clearly wrong right now. That's the thing that is
Do
happening.
you know how much work Ryan put into this?
Absolutely none.
Exactly. Did I win?
You did. The pot on this one here is 15.
Okay.
Let it ride. That's Leland on, over spinning around, being like, "Let it ride."
What does I don't know?
Lead 15 in and basically bet again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
And he's the one
gonna
sort of
take
leans
him
back and is like, and then matches the bet. And another one dives in as well. So
I'm gonna lose everything.
Yay!
you got 2 versus you now.
That really hurt.
14.
You win that round versus the other 2.
20.
You win that round.
7.
That's a win for there. Sorry, first is 3 on this one. There's a 3 in there.
15.
Both those guys win. Tied.
So I have 1, 2, lost 1, tied 1. That's a 9.
Yeah, you got it. So
9.
that is 45 out now.
Woo! I told him to do that.
The one sort of sits back.
Like a jerk about it.
No, it's just clapping and bobbing from side to side.
The one that sort of got you into the game, it was like, alright, at least you made a game of this one here.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yay. I take my money and wander off.
As you're wandering off again,
$45.
the 2 of them is like, these guys better be worth the money, otherwise we're really out of pocket.
They're gonna kill us all.
It's cool. Like if Leland gets into a game, he'll lose everything. It'll be great. He'll lose spectacularly.
As you're wandering away from that, you hear some of the drinking games. There's like a bunch of... They're getting real pissed at this point. And one round finishes and a big roar of laughter starts. One guy sort of almost falls backward off his stool. After a couple of rounds of that, a few of them start sort of wobbling a little bit too much and start wandering wandering below deck and crashing out for the night. There are a few stragglers, but unless you guys want to join anything, a lot of the partying on deck is sort of beginning to wind down as the alcohol takes control.
Now's your prime chance to kill everyone.
Just imagine Leon's doing like, all by himself. Let's go.
Maytag.
He's the
Dancing lights.
The sad last participant on the dance floor that cleared out, still like spinning as the lights turn on.
He's now just slow dancing with his bottle.
Closing
just all
time.
arguments forgotten. It's just you and the bottle.
Yeah,
don't have to go home, but you can stay here.
So on deck there is you guys, captain at the wheel, and I'd say 3 crew sort of working over the rigging. The rest of them.
We need 3 people to crew the ship.
Done.
Dun, dun, dun. There's a couple of that are sort
Who's on our side, jackass?
What?
I'm saying that one of you guys could accidentally die and we'll be okay.
Oh, cool. No,
Just factoring in potential fatalities.
There's a couple of crew members that are sort of leaning up against the base of the mast, sort of like just drinking the last dregs in their cups, sort of cheering away. What?
Nothing.
You wanted those last dregs?
The last couple of music players have sort of given up, and so there's no music anymore. So you're sort of just dancing to the silence. Just sort of the constant
darkness,
beat.
my old friend.
You just hear like you got the constant sort of beat of waves crashing against the side of the boat. And that's about the only rhythm you've got to slow dance to at this point.
At this point, it's less dancing and more sort of like staggering with the rock of the ship. I was gonna do a whole Lionel Richie thing because I can walk up walls now.
So I'm gonna guess you guys are gonna
ridiculously drunk and
crash, or
I'm gonna stay up until it's daytime.
And then sleep during the day?
Yes.
Puppet's crashing.
You weird vampire werewolf hybrid.
And to be fair, I only need 4 hours rest anyway.
But you two are crashing?
Yes, Puppet needs to recover a spell slot.
Okay.
However I do that.
The rest of the night sort of goes fairly uneventfully. At one point, roll perception, daughter.
That is a 18 again.
18. At one point, you sort of are looking off the stern, off the rear of the ship. The stern.
Port. Anchor.
I probably should work out what parts of boats are.
The back is the stern.
The back is the stern.
The wooden bit.
And you can sort of
the front is the bow.
Yes.
I could be full of shit.
You could be.
It happens.
I genuinely don't know.
It does happen.
It does happen.
You can sort of see off in the distance, just sort of in sort of the cloud line, you see this sort of glow which kind of looks a little bit like the moon popping through.
I roll my eyes.
But yeah, you can sort of just see like this slight glow just up in the cloud line.
Dear.
Sort of following along the line of the boat. Meanwhile, the moon is actually off in that direction, as you can see is about 3/4 full.
What is it? What is it?
You're asking genuinely? No.
I thought we were doing a different thing.
It's subtlety, that's what it is.
The captain sort of nudges you as like, is there a fourth to your party? Because the glow's been following us for several hours.
Perhaps it's just a comment. A very subtle comment.
Some kind of divine messenger from the gods.
Some annoying divine comment.
Do you have some way of... have some plan of having them join you?
Weirdly, no.
I think we did say come off somewhere else, didn't we? Yesterday. We did discuss the whole maybe flying into a port filled with bloodthirsty pirate isn't the best thing to do.
We prepared that whole disguise, so she was going to land and stash things and then...
Yeah, come through.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll be fine.
If that turns out, and it's not a comet, I'm certain it will find its way to be of some use.
Yeah, so the rest of the night sort of goes...
But it's nothing to worry about.
Okay, noted. Up on deck, you sort of start seeing the first hints of the sunrise and the
Oh, good! My favourite time of day.
and Hilda sort of turns to you, is like, if you want to head down now, the shift change is going to happen soon anyway, so you probably find a cot to take up downstairs.
Oh, but I love watching the daylight. I say as I start to leave.
So you head down. It's basically downstairs. There's just lines of hammocks strung up all the way through the lower deck, and then below that again is the hold where whatever they're carting is stored and locked away.
Yeah. I'll just find somewhere. I guess I don't have to actually physically rest. Somewhere I can kind of stand against the wall or something and just kind of.
But you can see some of the
I'm actually probably best just not to play this late on cotton. Just meditate.
The few of the hammocks are sort of being vacated as some of the crew are getting up and sort of groggily heading up on deck to take over for the night shift. Sorry, from the night shift.
All three of them.
There's a few more going on during the day. Meanwhile, you sort of hear Leland sort of snoring away, sitting in one of the hammocks.
The darkness will get me. The darkness will get me. Yes, oh Dark Lord.
Silent scream. Face twisting in agony.
It's the imagine having the streets curled up
and Puppet sort of curled up on the sort of pile of sort of sacks that are in the corner.
Yeah, just like a kitten.
Like a warm kitten, yeah.
Aww.
Silently screaming in agony. Face contorted.
Oh, it looks so cute. You roll over. It's
what is it? I have no mouth, but I must scream.
There's a darkness to Puppet that we've never really scratched the surface of.
Darkness.
I like it. Yeah, so
I guess I'll stick close by.
Sorry, that was your darkness.
My
darkness.
Your darkness is a different colour from my darkness.
Soon up on the deck, you can start hearing a little bit more daytime noise. When most of the crew are less concerned about waking up the rest of the crew. So you hear more stomping around, more yelling across the thing.
It's not very polite. Some of us are trying to sleep.
Well, that's
5 more minutes. No.
If you guys want to try and keep asleep, you're going to have to go for constitution checks to stay asleep. Otherwise, the noise is going to wake you.
Well, that started with a 2, so I don't think I'm asleep.
So yeah,
that's a 3.
That's a 10.
It's 11.
We're all wide awake.
Well, you're fine because you're sort of just doing the meditate thing anyway, right?
Yes.
Wide awake.
Yeah, you are wide awake, and so doing the whole one eye open, peering around, that angry look, I've just been woken up. I'm gonna stab a motherfucker.
Never stabbed him in my life.
Sliced, yes. Stab, no.
Sleep is so inefficient.
You jingle with knives. Of course, you stab people.
And you're sort of in a restless state.
Wait, does he get advantage for being drunk?
That's
advantage
actually
for a lot of things.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Silence.
Oh, you can cast silence magic.
I'm not doing it.
morning on the sea. How is everybody today? You're looking well. You not so much.
Breakfast.
Ooh.
Can we find breakfast?
Yeah.
Can we breakfast now?
Yeah, up on deck there is a couple of barrels of like
buffet.
salt. Well, no, not a buffet. There is a
Table service?
oh, the whole craft services
Yeah,
table's all laid out.
Yeah.
No, there's basically
Where's the freshly squeezed orange juice?
well, there is orange juice
And Belgian waffles.
no Belgian waffles.
I will not be recommending this cruise line to my friends.
You are getting such a bad review on Yelp.
Which in this setting is just like a dog that you...
In about 5 days, it's literally. That's more howl, though, I guess.
yeah.
Oh, I get it. Oh, so slow on the uptake on that one. I'm so sorry. I'm like 5 days. What? Yeah, you two head up on deck. There is basically just the top of a couple of the barrels have been cracked open. There's one which is just full of fresh water. There is one which is like salted pork.
Ooh.
And one that has one that's got oranges and limes,
Scurvy.
and then just like it's just like this
Crusty
old
bread.
Sandwiches.
Yay!
Just dunk it in some seawater to soften it up.
Well, then,
I feel so dehydrated.
This
you can
salted
get your
bread is
freshly
making me
squeezed orange
thirsty.
juice. They're like oranges. There's no reason not to have freshly squeezed orange juice.
Wheel's like, I've got this. Gets out like one of his daggers. He like cuts off some bit of the bread, gets some of the pork, slices up the lime really thin, makes himself a really like cartoonishly looking sandwich. Is like, ha! I've made a horrible mistake.
Salted pork and orange is terrible.
I thought this would work.
If only you cast
Get the
precipitation,
bread and...
taste something else.
I was gonna say, I just brought up prestidigitation.
Yes.
Makes a sandwich, flavors it. Happily munches away, staring at Leyland.
I can just imagine doing like actually put like oranges like because you don't care. It's just like you've got like, eating the skin and everything like it, Tony out of the onion. Just go.
He's like Tony out of the onion.
Just double.
Just delicious.
Just doubling down.
Just
Wait,
delicious.
are we saying that Tony Abbott's possibly a wizard?
Yes.
And Grand Wizard.
Oh, that's probably more accurate.
Oh dear.
Oh.
We get
Don't
political
miss
on this.
All right.
Hey, he's still around. Of course you don't miss him. He's still around.
I wish I could
He's
miss him.
still there.
So I'm gonna like while I'm finishing off my horrendous sandwich, I'll turn to like the nearest crewman who's doing a thing. Like, so when are we getting there? Are we there yet?
And how are we getting there?
How
Oh, my.
long till we get there?
We should be there by this evening.
Oh, originally it was going to take a few days.
I'm flashing forward. Mostly because I don't want to spend 6 sessions on a boat.
But all of the meals that we can roleplay.
What can we?
It's like a George R.R.
What can we do to make this ship go faster? There's got to be like a button somewhere or some kind of.
Why don't you just make it fly like the last one?
Yeah. Where's the thing to make the ship fly? That's a thing, right?
And what he's sort of looking at is like you've grown a second head on your shoulder, and like,
Oh, you probably
I
have.
ship.
Second head on my shoulder. Does this help?
Flying ship.
Second Head also asks about the flying ship.
You still a bit drunk from last night? We talk about flying ships.
But that's not. I mean, maybe. Hold on a second. There was a flying ship, right? I'm not. No, yeah, no.
Hobbit nods,
yeah,
Hobbit
yeah,
nods.
no. This isn't one of the flying kind of ships. No.
He sort of shakes his head.
Make the second head go away.
He's like shaking his head at you like you're talking a new language.
Give
It was
him
like,
the second head. It does help. It does.
and he's like shaking his head, turning away from you, and starts talking to one of the other.
He probably starts screaming at him.
He's still got the second head.
He just starts talking to his second head. Yeah.
Just Zaphod this moment is
like in the old BBC show though, where the second head looks like a nightmare.
Because you're the one casting the
Yeah,
illusion,
because
so
I'm the one doing the illusion, and that seems to be the thing that is stuck with his character. I'm going to cast Detect Magic and have sort of a nose around looking for the magic button to make the ship fly.
Okay.
And anything else I may find.
Detect my sandwich.
What do I see when I detect magicals?
Okay, so...
bear in mind, I'm not looking for anything suspicious, just looking for the button to see where the ship flies. But if I find anything else, that's cool.
Now,
but I'm not looking for anything else.
Detect Magic is it's things that are in your line of sight anyway, and they glow with
they have an aura.
They have an aura.
I'm assuming that's the case. I haven't actually. First sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. And you can learn at School of Magic. If I sort of put a voice on her. Yeah, no, you can. So you can sense it, and then you got to look at it to actually see.
So aside from your own kit and the stuff that Poppet's
me and my magical friends.
Yes. Magical me. Aside from that, all you see is the lock on the captain's quarters is magical based. Aside from that, it's pretty mundane across the deck.
The ship sucks.
So there's nothing around the captain's neck that's showing up?
That's below her top.
It can sense through.
You said line of sight, right?
No, it can go through a couple of layers of things.
Sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you.
So you get the slight glow from something that's just under the shirt of the captain then as well.
That's interesting.
And you know absolutely nothing about that.
I'm assuming right now that it's a blue candle and that
it can penetrate most barriers. Just walk by a foot of stone, an inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
3 feet of wood or dirt.
Okay, in that case, if you look directly downwards, you'll also see another glow, just a small one below deck, and then obviously harness kit as well.
Just curious little Leland is gonna make his way below decks, just towards where he's sensing that little keening of magic coming from. Just
okay, so you
not up to anything suspicious. Just
as you're sort of wandering
you find
through
your magic ship flying button.
As you're wandering through, you go through sort of the
wandering below the ship, checking out the ports. Looking in the bilges.
You've got the quarters deck. Then below deck is a hold, as I described before.
Walking through the hold.
As you get to the sleeping quarters, you see that same glow is still the next level down.
Deeper down below
in the hold.
You head down the stairs, which are towards the rear of the ship. And
I believe it's called the stern.
Yes. And then you come to a set of wooden doors.
Doors.
This
song is getting played out. I don't know.
Steel reinforcement with a heavy, like a real decent sized padlock, barring the doors, and that's what's giving off the glow. This padlock is enchanted.
Jiggle their handle. Sometimes they forget to actually lock the door.
And zap. And you're dead.
If only there was someone in the party that would search for traps and unlock things. No. Maybe next time.
If only there was someone helpful in the podcast.
Nah, this is fine. I don't need to investigate this. I do very much need to investigate this though.
Going for investigate then.
Hey, I've got that. That's a skill that I've got. Ryan, I'm gonna roll a skill. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself and roll an investigation. Shit.
You sure do investigate.
It's so high you can't count the number.
Look, there's like three numbers that I need to add together here, and it's 12.
12.
I got a 12.
You're in a boat.
12 isn't bad. 12 is more than 10.
It's true.
That's just math.
That's what you investigated. 12.
Okay.
What do I see with my investigation?
As you investigate around, you also notice there is a thin wire that you've stepped past getting into this room. It is
like accidentally.
Yeah, it's just laid sort of close to the ground, only a few inches off the ground.
Like a tripwire?
No, it's not. It's not pulled taut. It's just basically laid around, basically where the stairs end, about a foot away from the edges of the stairs. There's this line of thread that runs the line around. Basically, there is no way you could walk into this area before the door without passing over this. Studying closer, you also do because I think your detect magic is still running.
Yeah. Well, I can just keep on redoing it.
No, it is lighting up as well, but because of how thin it was, you hadn't noticed it before.
And upon close inspection, this loud noise of warning. Clacks on.
But yeah, studying it further, it's of the Abjuration school.
Abjuration, that's a
good one?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's like shields.
It's a
and
magical one?
Look, as a wizard, I can assure you that Abjuration is one of the magical ones.
Thank you.
The spell on the padlock is also Abjuration.
Look.
As you're sort of poking around, all of a sudden you hear like two sets of footsteps sort of coming down the stairs at a decent rate.
Use that famous stealth check you've got.
You can fly.
I'm gonna look very confused
and drunk.
And a little drunk.
Two of the crew are basically running down. They've got their sort of long daggers, sort of drawn, as like running downstairs. And like, oi!
Is this the poop deck? Because I've heard of the poop decks, and I really need to go. I got all turned around. This doesn't look like any kind of poop deck that I've been on before, though.
You're in the wrong.
Did we meet last night? Hi, I'm Leland.
We met. But
did I make a good impression? I usually make a pretty good impression.
You had some dance moves.
Yeah.
They were definitely some dance moves.
Yes.
Buddy, you're not to be down here.
Oh, okay. No, nobody said anything about. Look, I'm sorry. This is just a big misunderstanding.
I can understand it's really confusing coming to a locked door in an area downstairs which you have no real reason to be down in. I can understand it. Very confusing.
Good thing.
It doesn't sound like you understand. That didn't sound sincere at all. I'm not used to boats.
I'm sorry. I'm just matching. I'm just matching the energy of the room.
I'm not one of you well-versed sailory types. Again, just just a which way to the pooping deck.
That's right upstairs.
That is what I think it's for, right?
Quite literally, head right up to the top. Look for the area with the really brown rope.
You sailors, man. I'll never understand you. Thank you again. I'll just be seeing myself back up these stairs. And thank you for the compliment some of my moves. You're alright. What was your name again? Sorry, I didn't catch it before.
Cedric.
Cedric. I was going to say Cedric.
Where are you now?
Okay, you got me. No, I forgot. Like that's on me though. I look, buddy, maybe a little bit too much last night. I'll level with you. I'm not used to this whole rum thing that y'all are drinking here. I'm gonna I'll see myself out.
And
bolt.
You sort of push past the two of them, head up the stairs, and they're sort of, and you see them. Well, depending if you look back or not.
I'll look back. Yeah.
They're sort of resetting this thread, just making sure it's the line's not broken or anything like that, and then step over it and follow it back upstairs.
So was it that I stepped on the thing? Is that what it sort of implied from that?
Oh, out of character, yeah. You crossed the line of an alarm spell.
Okay. Hey guys, guess what? This is treasure below decks. This is totally treasure below decks. There's a magic lock and everything.
Comet just walks away.
No, come back! You gotta come see.
I assume I'm still standing in bed.
So you're in meditation mode as far as I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're heading actually to the poop deck because I don't really want to roleplay.
No, that was just part of my cunning
ruse.
No, just describe the rope and how it works.
No, I think I already described enough by the particularly brown rope.
Painted word picture for Campbell and Jess.
They poop on the rope.
Why do they poop on the rope?
Well, it's actually the toilet paper, essentially.
Reusable, recyclable. It's very green and eco-friendly.
Okay, so we're describing this now. At the poop deck, there's a long rope that drags behind the boat that they pull up, use to wipe with, and then let back in the water to wash it off.
That really doesn't sound sanitary.
It's very green and eco-friendly.
You realise that toilet paper already got invented 80 years ago.
Before that, we had a rope out the back.
But we're in the future, Ryan. We're in the far, far, far future.
I'm sorry. There's no rope, there's 3 seashells.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm gonna get some Taco Bell.
Or Pizza Hut, depending when you watch the movie for the first time.
Bizarre.
Yeah, the American version was Taco Bell. Outside of America, where it doesn't have Taco Bell, it did Pizza Hut.
Oh, I thought it was Taco Bell. Anyway, doesn't matter. Moving on.
Yes.
Moving on from the whole rope thing that was gross, and I don't really want to think about it anymore. There's treasure. There's treasure downstairs.
You actually saying that to him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So?
It is a piratey ship.
It's a piratey ship. It's pirate treasure.
Work.
Why did I...
I'm
gonna wake up Hana. Hana.
Everybody just staring at you.
There's treasure downstairs.
I raise an eyebrow.
See, Papa wasn't interested, but I knew that. How are we gonna get the treasure off the ship? Have you still got that bag of holding?
I hope so. My carpet's in there.
So back to my bedroom. Next to my thing is the bag of holding.
Hobbit sits over the walkie-talkie next to it. Hannah!
We need the bag up!
Better yet, it zooms in on the bag of holding, and inside it, he zooms in on the void, and your insignia is just floating in the void of space inside the bag of holding.
So here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
That door that had the lock and stuff, did it look like there was a room on the other side of it?
Yeah. Essentially, you go down the lower deck, there is a solid wooden wall, heavy set, with double wooden doors in front, iron banding all the way across it, locked with a big, heavy, magically enhanced padlock. That looks like it. If you open up those doors, it will probably open up to the rest of the actual hold.
Going by what you know of the dimensions and proportions of the ship.
We can get in there.
I'll just raise my eyebrow and go, Interesting.
Yeah.
I'll just have a slight little smile over my...
It's what, just burn it.
Yeah,
We've
sure,
got
let's do that.
matches. We've got torches.
Yeah, this would be great.
Let's not set the boat on fire. Okay.
Yes, Ryan, what is
As
it?
if they can't put it out, there's water everywhere!
Just seems to be role-playing games I run have a really bad track record with setting boats on fire.
But what I want is like, as we're rolling in to the port, like a pirate's like the only good, Pirates of the Caribbean movie, there's us still like on a mast, zoom out, there's this burning honk of a boat that's slowly sinking as we go into port.
No, you know what I'm picturing?
With the treasure.
I'm picturing like the ship, like ablaze, slowly sinking in. The three of us wearing sunglasses, flying away, not looking back on a magic carpet.
Yep, with the bag of holding full of treasure.
Well, this is taking a turn I wasn't expecting.
Except we have a job to do,
that
so
should be
we
the name
should...
of the podcast.
Except, of course, we're an official church business and we can't rob ships.
You're the...
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Two little voices on either side of you.
Among the five others.
That sounds like a personal problem. And something you should probably work through.
Anyway, where are you? You've done the whole bit with there, and Hana.
I'm with Hana and Poppet. I've grabbed Poppet by the collar and I've dragged him to Hana. Team meeting.
Yeah.
So you're woken up from your meditation
I was
mode?
meditating. I'm still meditating, but I'll just raise an eyebrow and go interesting and smile. And continue meditating. So I need my 4 hours rest. God damn it.
Where do you go from there?
I mean, I can just teleport to the other side of the door.
You can. Then you're inside a locked room.
Yeah. And take everything. Then teleport back out. Hey, Ryan.
Yes?
I'm a warlock.
You are a warlock.
I'm a warlock.
Your eyes have lit up right now at this point.
So basically you grab the bag of holding and teleport.
Well, look.
Teleport out.
Leland is nothing if not
Criminal mastermind.
considered and cautious and pensive in his actions. And he's waiting until there's somebody around to share the blame for this.
Okay.
And you don't seem all that interested in my cunning plan.
And that's how you're going to blame me.
Going around the room, I'm going to go start with you. What are you doing now?
Walking away.
Walking away. Hana is going
Back
back
up
to
there.
meditation mode.
I'm meditating. I'll just go, as before I go, like, okay, interesting. I'm going,
I'm using both my spell slots, but...
perhaps we could take a more considered, planned approach before jumping into anything, though. Look before you jump. Just this once.
So you were heading upstairs?
Yes.
Okay.
Up to there.
Cool.
Pussy.
And
Ross,
set
what are
ship
you
on
doing?
fire.
Sorry. Leland.
Leland. You can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed what you can carry. You can also bring one willing creature your size or smaller who is carrying gear up to its carrying capacity. The creature must be within 5 feet of you when the spell is cast.
And willing. Emphasis on willing.
I know. If you would arrive in a place already occupied by an object or creature, you and any creature traveling with you would take 4d6 force damage, and the spell fails to teleport you. So we don't really know what's on the other side of the door. Could teleport inside a giant chest full of gold. That would be a problem.
Because you just take the damage and not actually teleport.
Here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, above where the door is, like, it's like the bottom deck, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, sort of plotting this thing out, sort of getting a, like, conceptual model of this ship. If I can sort of, like, find where the door is on the deck above.
Mm-hmm. Which should be easy enough to do, yeah.
Yep. Is there, like people around there?
It's on the level... You're on
It's
that
the
level
sleeping
currently.
quarters
It's
level.
But is there people around?
There's
That one.
Hana. There's a couple of sleeping crew
The night shift.
Some of the night shift are in hammocks asleep, snoring away. In the middle of the floor is a section where basically like two hatches would open up, gaining access from the hold to there, and above there is another set. So basically, they can crane things in and out of the hold directly rather than having to carry them up the stairs.
How seriously locked do they look?
Fairly seriously. There's nothing magically pinged off it, but there is like several heavy beams going across it, basically barring it down.
Before I go back into my meditative trance,
Yes.
I will tell you.
Please go on.
No.
If you are considering using magic for this little heist of yours, I would like to point out that you have visibly showed signs that you are a magic user, and that may raise some unwelcome suspicion.
Nods.
Whereas fire.
I mean, honestly, at this point, we've just spent so much time talking about it. It feels like wasted effort to not go through with it. Just to go, oh well, let's just leave that locked door there and not think about it again seems bad.
Just ask yourself, what would Leyland do?
Look, that's become my new watchword, and it hasn't really gone very well for me so far.
The horrible day is still young.
But we're gonna get there tonight. We won't have another opportunity to ill-advisedly try and steal from the people who are taking us somewhere. Here's my question. Is there like...
Start the carpet.
So the decks sort of above where the door is there like planks of wood for the decking?
Yes.
It's like
there's a wooden ship.
It's a wooden ship, right?
Yeah.
Is it like two planks that's sort of a gap between it? You might be able to get like a dagger in there and just sort of like
they'd be tied together.
Wedge it a little open and sort of peek in. Just get a little any holes, any little spy holes that might be able to sort of peek through into the lower floor. You know,
try and stick a dagger in and see what you can weasel out. But we're talking like thick timber.
There's no like
we're not talking
convenient circular holes that I can like peek through and see into the next thing. I don't have any spells that let me see into another thing. Roll for investigation. I'm going to roll for investigation. I got an 11.
11. Nothing seems to be poking directly through. The closest you can get is sort of near towards the hinges of the hatch. Is probably the closest gap you've got, but that is obviously, framed and so on. So you're not going to really be able to wedge it further open.
To control Leland's frantic, we're going to do this. I was kind of like, I'd be like going, I meant to go up this interesting. Let's do some more research. You're meant to use that. Then try to go back to the meditative trance. But we have to find out. Let's just be more concerned. But we have to
That's scrambling around you and
just give it a bit. Let me have a little bit of a look and see if it's worthwhile creating an instant over.
No, I'm going to go talk to the captain. I'm going to go talk to the captain.
And just go back to the trance.
Also, currently, you're the only one.
I know. I don't particularly feel like playing that card in a room full of people.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was like...
That's dumb. I should not do that.
Detect thoughts on the captain.
So the captain's up on deck near the wheel. Looking a bit tired at this point because he's been
tired of this shit.
Well, yeah, it's probably
Wasn't she meant to be spending the night putting together a list for us? Didn't she say she'd have that by morning?
Yeah. I said that to Hannah.
Yeah.
Who's currently asleep.
Okay.
She lied to us. Let's do it. Let's burn it down.
And you don't know about it. And you don't know about it, so...
I just want to fight someone, Ryan. That's all I want to do. Leland's getting punchy.
I got an itchy trigger finger.
Just start screaming and punching around the people that walk by.
Where are the fucking pirates? We're on a ship. Last time we were on a ship, we had to fight a whole bunch of shit. This time, clear skies.
For now.
For now.
Except for a flying horse in the back of the distance.
Very subtly stalking this.
Actually, in the daytime, probably a bit more subtle.
Every now and then you just hear this subtle, not subtle, this faint.
We're going to Candy Mountain, Charlie.
Charlie.
Yeah, the captain's like, Leland?
Hi, Leland. What's, pleasure to meet you. We weren't properly introduced earlier. My name's Leland.
Hilda.
Puppet
Hi.
see Leland approach Hilda.
Yeah.
He probably cautiously approaches to try and find out what's happening.
This is my associate Puppet.
Oh god.
Don't mind him, he's short.
Oh, I didn't want to be this close. To whatever you're doing.
That's the feature you
Your magic spells.
Tell Shadow step away.
You can't, we're on deck. Damn it, there's no shadows.
Darkness.
Can I help you?
Everyone looks at Leland.
Look.
You're probably wondering how I got in the situation.
That's when Leland realized he fucked up.
The trick is to never realise.
I was just curious about what it is you and your crew is doing sailing to the Blood Cliffs. You've been so inquirious about, is that a word? Is that a word, Puppet? Inquirious? Sounds like a word. About what we were doing. What's your crew doing on this whole jaunt to the Blood Cliffs, which are quite nice, I hear. This time of year.
Doing as any good merchant ship would do. Transporting goods.
Goods!
Goods.
They sound nice.
I
Good, even.
I heard from a couple that you've been poking around downstairs.
Look, that was just a misunderstanding. I thought that was not a clearly restricted area that I shouldn't have gone to.
Well, it is.
Oh no, I know that. Look, I'm sorry. Look, if I can do anything to make it up to you, anything.
She gives you this. She gives you this sort of raised eyebrow and is like, anything.
Anything. I got a 20 charisma. Just by the by. It may not seem like it.
Despite evidence to the contrary.
That's what the dice are for.
So, what do you got to offer?
I am.
What are we even bartering for? Out of character, I forgot what the.
What are any of us bartering for?
I never asked that question.
You just offer.
What are we doing and why are we doing it?
What are these dice? What's all this shit?
That doesn't sound like a yes and, Ryan. That's a what for.
Sometimes we probably should ask that question.
Never.
Look, I was apologizing for clearly violating
right,
the sanctity of your very special room downstairs, whatever that is. And I was just about to get into a whole bragging situation about my vast magical powers. Pew pew. Those were minor illusion pews.
So they kind of just fizzle and went out.
It's more like those little the guns that fire out and had the little flag pop out. You say pop.
It's Bang Bang Leland.
Except you're doing the illusion, so there's actually no flag. It just comes out with a stick and just tattered remnants.
I like this illusion of your bad illusions.
Like, it's taken on some levels. He's not only pretending to be a wizard, he's pretending to be a very bad wizard.
Pretending.
So, what is it that you're asking?
That's one, Poppet. That's one. I'm really just hoping you don't throw me overboard for being some kind of pirate, because I'm not a pirate. I don't have an eye patch.
Well, at this point, you haven't paid
kicks your ankle to indicate you don't have a wooden leg.
And this one's my human foot, and it's perfectly flesh.
It's perfectly coagulant.
We're very credible.
It's such plentiful organs.
Don't ask me to show you the other foot.
I like to imagine my character sitting on the bank, like, even though I'm not there, like some sort of like astral projection, I could see this. It's just like, oh no. And then like, just the magic carpet and me just going, just going away.
I just realised halfway through there was this whole like flirting tension going on between the captain and Hana, and me trying to use wiles on the captain's probably not going to work.
Hey, that's... be more confident.
That's exactly what Leland needs to be, yes. That's a good point. He needs to be more of a confident man.
If anyone can do this, it's not
With the intrusion into the hold, how would you feel if I went into your house and just started going through your cupboards?
I don't have a house. I certainly don't have any cupboards.
I certainly don't have any skeletons in these cupboards.
The closet, however.
Grab my pack, upend it into the thing in front of me, just go, there's some torches, there's a tinderbox. What is this thing? Ooh,
it's a
crossbow bolts. Neat. Forgot I had these.
1,000 ball bearings. Oh, it's like
Whoops. the boat just like tilts slightly, they all roll over one side.
put it on the deck.
Crowbar. Disguise kit. What is this for?
Just Groucho Marx glasses.
Forgot I had this.
So
I'm an open book. Please don't look at my book.
So was there something you were wanting?
I can't remember what that could possibly be. I'll just gather up all these things that I dumped out on the deck for no real good reason. Clearly not to distract you from the current conversation we're having, and just go about my business.
And you, little one, what's going on here? What is this doing?
Poet just shrugs and shakes his head. He doesn't know what this
Sweet.
ever does.
Tinder.
There's no
Wooden
words.
boat.
How aware are you in your trance state?
She was just like...
Do you hear the screams?
I don't know, it's actually... I'm just screaming internally. That's how I meditate. Just that screaming internally. Which was like meditation, like it just can be like I don't know how to describe it. I think I'd imagine like it's meditation, like you can be interrupted, like you shouldn't be actively searching or seeking, but you can be interrupted and you'll be part aware.
So you hear.
I do hear the screaming.
You hear footsteps on the in the sleeping quarters area.
Yep.
Just walking up and you hear them stop at one at a couple of points and you sort of hear the creaking of a couple of the hammocks and footsteps, other footsteps, just heading out of the quarters.
Yep, I will have a.
So cracking an eye and
yeah.
You see 3 of the crew. One of them is just tapping the shoulder of one of the guys that was sleeping and sort of tapping the shoulder, doing like the. And the one sort of, one of the guys just sort of wakes up and like looks at him and seeing the signal to, time to get out of the room, buddy. And this other crew member sort of goes, oh, right, and sort of wanders out.
Yep.
And the 3 of them are sort of just walking up towards you. One of the middles.
Is that the person I took some money from?
It is.
What a twist!
Yeah, he's got his dagger drawn.
Okay, I guess if I'm paying attention, I'll be pretending that I'm still some short, but I've got I guess I'll just slowly get my rapiers and stuff. Like I just put my hand in rapier. I've still got my
So,
hand crossbow. As they get like
I'm going to get you to roll either. I think I'm going to go with performance
with my godly acting talent
to basically pretend to be.
What about deception?
Deception. I'm going for more verbal.
Okay.
I feel deception is a more verbal thing.
Guys, my performance is not so good.
It's not so
But
good.
it's charisma, you're a drow.
Yeah, about that.
Roll the dice.
I rolled a 1.
Good dad. You're saying it.
I was going, whoa! Just gonna reach my rapier.
Jesus Christ, that spiked that.
Turn the volume up to max when they're listening to it, so it like breaks any earphones they've got.
You're welcome, Kevo. You're welcome, Jess.
Yeah, the one in the middle sort of goes, Missy, we know you're awake. We want our fucking money.
Cool.
And we want the rest of yours.
I'll hear that. I was gonna lean up, look at them and go, No, I'll just look at them and go, I'll just laugh and go, oh honey, no, you don't want to do this. You have so little to live for.
Look, there's 3 of us. There's one of you.
And there's going to be 3 dead people
and
if you keep on with this.
And there is a big blue ocean for you to just disappear into. Now, play like a good little puppy and give us our fucking money.
I think you're going to piss on the rug.
I was going to say, so I guess it was we'll kind of use a bit of, I guess, a bit of deception. I'll just get my hand crossbow, just go like, just kind of drop it like, this is on my wrist and stuff like that, and just kind of be like, oh, actually, where am I kind of
sleight of hand
sleeping or resting? Most of this, kind of put it, I guess, like, kind of say, I was kind of put it in a way where I could kind of like, shoot up and kind of get out from that sort of spot there. And I'll just look at them again and say, I'll do that slight hand roll first, sorry. That is a 19.
Okay, yep.
Trixie trials.
Oh. Huh, okay.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
The one on the left sort of sees you doing this and quickly pulls like a throwing knife.
Yep.
And flings it towards your wrist.
I catch it.
He misses, But the message is pretty clear.
It is.
That might be.
That was a shit throw. Maybe we should walk out whilst you can, under your own power.
Look, if you're not going to give us our money, we're going to fucking take it.
You're welcome to try, and it'll be the worst decision you ever make your entire life.
Alright. The main guy in the middle sort of just like walks forward, sort of like with his the long dagger, sort of like he's twisting it twisting it against the point against his finger in his left hand, and he's just got this grin on his face. The other two sort of draw there.
Likely to cut himself doing that. That's a foolish thing to do.
He'll die of blood poisoning in 6 weeks. And the other two, they start drawing their swords, swords off their belt.
Let's go.
And at this point,
fair enough.
It will be rolling in for initiative.
You're trying to pick.
You wanted the fight? I got the fight.
Yeah.
Stick with me. There'll always be fighting.
You guys tried to talk me down from fucking robbing this ship, and all of a sudden it's turned sideways anyway. Who's the bigger fool now?
I'll get you two to roll initiative as well.
Yeah, boy!
In case we get you in. What did you get?
16.
16.
I got a 5.
5 total?
You didn't say it like that.
What, so... enthusiastically?
I got a 5. Yeah!
So you're just a little too keen to get into that.
I'm not even in the room, guys.
19.
19.
I'm getting Mountain Dew.
Alright. So, I'm going to skip over you to start off with because there's absolutely no indication at all that anything's going on. Hannah, you're up.
I wouldn't understand if there was.
Leg it. Yeah. Fucking leg it.
Just teleport.
Yeah, well, actually, I can. So won't.
It's now, away.
Now, my character wouldn't normally escalate things to extreme violence, so...
I like how you almost didn't laugh at that.
So basically from, I guess, standing up to bed, I'm going to do a cool ninja flip thing. Not with that roll, I won't. Actually, no, what, like, am I, like, on a hammock? Like, will I have to do a trick to...
I imagine you're sort of like in the kneeling on rug sort of upright. That's how I imagined it. But
I just assumed I was on some sort of... How do you need to do it? Okay, in that case... I'm just going to... Yeah, no, I'll just bum rush the guy that... The dickhead that instigated it, and teach him a lesson.
Fucking stab him in the neck.
Yeah, basically just jump out and rapids will come out straight away. And I am not going to do like I will try to do non-lethal attacks. Like won't deliberately.
Not going for vital organs.
Not going for vital organs, but I am going to attack with savage to make them hope to get the point. So first attack. I believe a 27 will be a hit. They're not surprised though. I don't have any. That's when we sneak attack. Go away. Go away. Here we go. That is 9 points of damage. Second attack is an 18 a hit.
Yes.
That is 12 points of damage.
Nice.
So 21 points of damage straight away.
Okay. The main guy. Takes a swipe at you with his dagger to start off with. That's definitely nothing. And then quickly draws a sword off his belt as well and swings twice at you with that. Because he has a bunch of actions.
Hooray.
Total... Oh, sorry. One's definitely not a hit. The other one is a 21.
That is a hit.
There's a hit. For 7 damage.
Okie dokie. I believe this thing works. Yes.
Okay. The other two start to coming on both sides. Again, they had the swords off their belt. The first one. The 10's going to miss, but the other one is a 24.
Yep.
For a 9 damage.
Okie dokie.
Why'd you have to take these poor sailors' hard-earned money? You brought this on yourself.
I didn't. I just won a game.
I won even more money out of them and then I was attacking me.
Second one attacks you. One of those guys is going to hit. For 9 damage as well.
Yep.
At this point, the main guy is like, "You gonna give us our money now?"
I'm just going to laugh in his
Or are we
face.
just going to take it out of your own blood?
Let's keep on dancing.
Leela would have no reason to come downstairs. Oh, actually, roll perception at this point.
Hey! That's a thing I can do. 12.
12. With your position up near the captain, you wouldn't hear much at this point. But you can roll one as well.
I'm closer to the ground. That's a 15.
You hear like scuffling and everything like that, but trying to work out whether it's just just standard
People moving around.
People moving around. Let's face it, you're gonna have to roll pretty
I'm
high
also
to
not
hear.
very smart.
Over the ocean waves.
Hannah.
Go.
That Hannah stumbling in
Do we ever devise a thing like a little click thing of our bracelets at all?
Sorry?
Do we ever devise like a bracelet clicking thing at all? Like with our communications?
Like you can just tap.
You've done a thing where you've tapped it and stuff. You've done that little trick
Cool.
before.
So, pocket sand, i.e. darkness,
Oh, yep.
on that guy's face. So, I don't know how that worked for combat, but it's now pitch black.
Essentially, they treat it like blindness, so they get disadvantage.
Excellent. So I'll do that. It's just a quick little action. It's kind of like tap A, whatever we used to back then for a little stress, and then I'll use my second attack. I'll kind of, I don't know if I was kind of the other way, so I'm not being flanked by two of those guys, and then just kind of into.
You can because you can do bonus action to disengage.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, I'm not going to disengage. I'm just going to get around my move. I'll just move around a bit more. No, actually, I will disengage because I've got disadvantage to attack, so I'll give it a shot and try and get away from one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Disengage, you don't take their attacks.
No, I just walk out the wall. Just see what happens because hopefully the odds of them hitting me.
Yeah, one's a 2, so
Yep.
that's going to be a miss.
And then I'll grab the lifesteal one and just same guy this time because I've actually been quite aggressive now. I am. By the rules of drow rules of engagement, it's time for the old ultra violence. 21 is a hit on the old mate.
Yep.
I wouldn't still get sneak attack at this point, would I at all? Because
You don't have any.
no, I was just waiting. Yep. That is pretty good. That is 15 points of damage.
15?
Yes.
And that's sort of a slash. I got the image like you got sort of slashing across.
It's like duck down, kind of like. Well, I guess I can behind that guy now. I guess.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like a cross like the two arteries in the leg type of thing, and
You see him sort of like grab the back of his leg slightly and pull his hand up and just trying to see, but can't see anything in this darkness spell. But he sort of like trying to work out where you've gone. He starts to just like swipe wildly in the area that you're in.
I just realised as a class, the monk has a drunken master in the Xanthos Guide to Anything, and if someone makes an attack against you in the miss, you can't actually redirect another opponent. It's like, I kind of really want to play a monk.
Oh, there
and
are
a
so many
drunken
fun
master, it looks hilarious.
Okay,
Everybody wants to play a monk.
Missed with the dagger. Missed with the short sword. And second strike with the short sword will also be a 15.
That is not a hit.
Not a hit. And you can see through this, can't you?
I sure can.
Okay. The other two are going to do much the same, actually. They're going to start swiping with swords. First one. 20.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. For 7 damage.
Maybe you'll get your opportunity to roll into a monk.
I got 15 points of health life back. I'm fine.
Another 7 damage.
Oh shit! What did he roll?
Both times I got 20 total.
Oh, far out. That's a good roll. Okay.
Second guy's going to start swiping. That's a miss. That's also a miss.
Cool.
Now, the darkness spell is a 15-foot radius sphere, so would that permeate the deck?
Ooh.
Yeah, it would.
Just a sphere.
Yeah, it's a sphere and doesn't sort of get confined.
I think that would be a signal to us that something's wrong.
Yeah, between that and he's done the tapping thing on the things, like you guys are quite aware that shit's gone sour.
That's weird.
Has there always been that dark patch on the deck? It's like your genie needs to clean better.
It's yours, Leland.
It's mine.
It is.
I'm going to infer from this whole little situation here that there's trouble below decks.
That everything is fine.
Trouble below decks, and I'm not going to be able to fucking see it all.
How are
Look,
you?
it's dark. Hannah's in her happy place. Clearly, Hannah's in her happy place.
And she's literally getting Morse code tapping of "Get the fuck down here."
Happy place.
Okay, here's my concern right now. Is that with the darkness spell up, I can't see shit. So I'm going to start running below decks, because that's pretty clearly something going on. I'm going to be doing my Professor Xavier boop 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 brain talking thing to Hana, saying,
How you go, just me laughing manically and this is the best day ever.
I can't actually hear anything back. I can only talk at you. Saying, I'm guessing you're in trouble. We're not going to be able to see what's going on, though, so I'm going to be firing blindly into the darkness. Yell out if that's not okay.
Start screaming if I hit you. Actually might have a...
It's just like disadvantage to hit them in the darkness, though, right? Yeah, it'll be fine. I went through a whole fucking encounter having disadvantage to hit everything. This will be fine. How long would, can I get down there in a turn?
Yeah, easily.
I get down there, and I'm, looking at the sphere of darkness. Trying to pick out targets of opportunity. And I'm going to fucking lob an Eldritch Blast at one that looks like a likely lad.
I'm going to get you to randomize between the 4.
I figured you'd want me to.
Roll a d4.
Okay.
1 for him. 2 for the main guy. 3 and 4 for each of the other 2.
You didn't respond at all to my...
I can't stop my turn.
Yeah, exactly right.
So you literally come in there, say, scream if it's okay! Just start shooting. You literally, okay, start screaming if it's not okay. You start shooting.
Can I hold an action until I get a response from that?
Sure.
So I'm standing at the edge of the darkness bubble, ready to shoot, being like...
You can hold the action just saying, I'm going to cast Eldritch Bolt when darkness drops. That's the condition you can put down. You can do exactly that.
I don't know if you're going to drop it, though.
You don't.
Or when someone casts Dark Vision
but that's a held action.
Or when someone casts Dark Vision on... Oh, no, Dark Vision doesn't do it.
No, he's just specifically can see.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's annoying.
That's cool.
I can see it. I got Dark Vision. That's cool. It's this darkness malarkey.
Pop it. It's all yours.
Yeah, I shall also go downstairs because that's a thing that I do.
It's less of a problem for you because you're just going to go up and punch people. You can feel their face before you start punching them.
He's doing the whole...
Oh god.
That's not Hannah. Fuck.
That's hilarious. Oh, actually...
Good.
No, I've got to... Can I do a thing? I've reconsidered my plan.
You remember you got shocking grass, don't you?
No, that's not what I've remembered. I've remembered that I can do a different thing. I'm going to cast Hex on one of the attackers. That doesn't have to be targeted at all.
Oh, okay.
Nice little Pathfinder bang,
So I make an obscene gesture and spit, and I hex one of them.
Okay.
And then with my cool new ability of Maddening Hex, I get to deal damage to whoever's hexed, and anybody else within 5 feet of them.
Enemy or just anyone?
I get to choose.
My question stands.
Yeah, fair.
I don't really know how many attackers there are, though. So anybody within 5 feet of the lead attacker who isn't Hana.
Okay.
And they just take 5 damage.
Oh, just straight up 5 damage. There's no roll.
And it's my charisma modifier. They take in damage. It's a bonus action to do that
So the target and the surroundings.
within 5 feet. I figured they're all bunched up together.
Pretty much.
And when I do that for half a second, like an outline of tentacles extend from my head. Just for a flash, is like.
Is it like looking a little bit Medusa-ish?
Yeah, a little bit Medusa-y, yeah. Like pointed in their direction. That was the flare I came up with for it.
Nice. Alright, pop it. That was cool.
So yeah, they just took some damage. They just took some psychic damage.
Like, armor brain.
But they fucked up.
So I can't see a thing.
You can shadow step in there.
Ah!
I need to be able to see where I'm going.
It's ironic.
Instead I can fire magic blindly into the area and kill everyone. You're fine to take damage, right?
Just cast
Out
fireball.
of character? Yes, I can. In character?
Please don't kill me. You have like fireball already or something, do you?
Thunderwave.
That'd be cool.
Just everyone within a 15-foot cube.
No.
Which I'm assuming 15-foot cube will occupy the area. So let's cast a Thunderwave. Everyone above me has a con 14 save.
Just to back up a second. Right now there's a skirmish below decks and you're going to unleash like a god-awful thunderclap.
Yes, that's audible out to 300 feet.
So the big guy, the main guy doesn't save.
What's the con save?
14.
Okay, 6 7 fine.
The other two don't save.
Okay, so they're all going to take 2d8 thunder damage and be pushed 10 feet away from me. So that's going to be 3 damage. Okay. You take 1 damage, and you take 1 damage. I'm assuming you didn't save. Oh, you saved?
I thought, isn't it in front of you?
Yeah, it's in front of you.
In a 15-foot cube.
Yeah, but it's a toggle thing. Like the cube is basically just a point that you're pointing.
Oh,
I'm not in the darkness, by the way.
You can be on the corner of the cube, and it's basically like a wave out in front of you.
Yeah. So they take 3 damage and get pushed 10 feet
now,
away.
when they get pushed
you take
away,
1 damage.
do I get to make attacks of opportunity?
No.
Damn you.
You're not pushed.
But
And
you can see it as well. They all sort of get slammed backwards, and because you're sort of towards the back anyway, they all get like hit heavily into the wall.
are there any unsecured objects around?
Yes.
They're all pushed 10 feet away as well.
Okay.
And there's a thunderous boom for 300 feet. Across the sea.
For someone who's so quiet, you make so much noise.
Aren't you so glad I started talking?
No!
Okay, from on the top of the deck, you hear like a bunch of like cry outs and like, what the fuck is that? And you start hearing like running footsteps and everything, and there is like a bunch of people coming downstairs.
Yeah.
Thank you for this.
You're welcome.
Thank you for this gift.
We're so good.
Huh.
Gift. I'm assuming I can just like drop a spell if I've cast it if I want to.
Yeah.
Cool. Now the guy, the lead dickhead who started this, what's he looking like right now?
Haunted by plague thoughts.
He's sliced up a fair bit.
Cool.
Sort of doing the whole mop.
Yeah.
I will, so I don't particularly want to kill him, but as a sailor, I think the best thing I could possibly do is make sure one of his hands is no longer usable. So I will concentrate everything I've got on that.
Yes.
That's a hit.
Was it?
I'm assuming his AC hasn't spiked up to 27 yet.
No.
Has it? Oh no! That is 13 points of damage. And, oh, that was a 20 for a brief second. Like, and that was on my cool. Actually, no, I probably would have had to declare what sort of music because I do have 2 now. That's a hit. Other hit. Oh, that's only 8 points of damage.
Are you choosing to light up your sword?
No.
Okay. Just check.
Like, you're trying to chop off his head, so that's like just 2 attacks. We're like, ha! Just like hacking at his wrist.
Yes.
Nice. Love it.
With the sword of sharpness, or?
Hey?
With the sword of sharpness?
Yes.
So you take a swipe at basically like at his forearm, essentially.
Yep. Fingers just...
Appendage of choice.
And basically your axe.
My mighty axe!
Sword of sharpness.
Your rapier.
Yes.
Rapier. So it digs like and hits bone as it drives into his arm, and he's just like recoils back, like holding on, and like his hand is like hanging, hanging limp. Like you've sliced tendon and muscle and hit the bone and chipped bone in the process.
I feel like he's learned a lesson.
Cool. While he's doing that, I'll back off.
Darkness has dropped.
I'll back off from that, and like I guess like I said, these guys, I kind of walk up those two, I guess, like kind of there, and I'll drop darkness.
Hey!
Surprise!
Hey, friends!
Okay.
Do you wish to continue dancing?
You've done your. It's coming up to him now, so it's like that's a neat trick. But there's a lot more of us than there is of you 3.
Oops.
There's going to be a lot less. Let's keep doing it.
He lashes forward, basically. Like, at this point, like the dagger was in his right hand. That's the one that's injured at this point. Just going to swipe with his sword. 17 hit.
Negatory.
Okay, that was the first one there.
Fuck.
I got AC 18.
Fuck.
It's 17 with my dex and armor at 17. If I've got 2 weapons in my hand, it's 18.
Damn.
He's a dex tank.
The dex tank.
You hear like the heavy sound of like foot of
Goliath feet.
not Goliath feet, but like a bunch of people starting to bail down come down the stairs, trying to work out what the hell is going on. They see basically you, swords drawn, one of their crewmates holding onto their hand with their arm is almost their hand is almost taken off.
It looks good. Everything's fine. We're fine.
The other 2 are sort of bleeding slightly, but they're
More like everyone's screaming internally.
and the first one down there is like,
Sorry, I didn't say a thing earlier. When I kick somebody, I get to choose a skill that they have disadvantage for skill checks for. Is a thing. I didn't read Hex when I cast it before. Is it too late for me to say what skill check they are a disadvantage for?
go for it.
Charisma.
Seems reasonable. The first one that's come down the stairs is like, these fucking tourists are attacking. He's just yelling it out to everyone else, and basically charges in with his sword drawn as well. Basically, they're coming after you.
But they're behind me.
True.
And the stairway.
That means they're coming for. I'll randomize between you 2. 1 to 3, 4 to 6.
More likely to go for, but they will be getting attacks of opportunity as they go through.
Go for you.
Hey, whoa.
And the band.
Whoa.
What's your AC?
14.
Both of those hit.
No.
10 damage.
10 damage.
You wanted to fight, right?
I did.
The other one's going to peel off towards you.
Hey, we're friends.
25 and 22.
Yeah, that hits.
12 damage.
Ow. What did I ever do to these people?
Then we've got the two knife dudes that are on Hana.
Natural 20. Go there, your dad.
He's not here.
He's not here.
Okay. I'm going to just die.
He left the room and Ryan killed him when he left. That's what you get. It turns out, for walking away from the table, Ryan just fucking kills you, it turns. I mean that's fair. That's a fair adjudication of the rules. Just fucking murder anybody if they have to get up to go like pee or go get some Pepsi Max or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I get it. You got to enforce the rules fairly.
So
thankfully, we prepared the character for Goiter in advance.
We're gonna get it.
Two more came down. One yelled out. One attacked him. One attacked, and then the two assassins are still on you.
Oh, assassins are they?
I just said what class they were. Cool. One of them just rolled, and one of these is a crit. The other one missed.
Turns out, yeah, totally assassins.
Which I rolled fucking bullshit low. Only 6 damage. On a crit.
This is lucky.
The other one attacks. 20 will hit?
Yeah.
You said 19 was your AC, right? 18. I should only roll 1 dice at a time. That is 5 damage.
Excellent.
Pop it. No, Leland. You.
Whoa, guys! This is clearly just a big misunderstanding. We're passengers on this ship. We're not here to get into any fights. We can sit down and talk about this. Can we sit down? Can we talk about this?
You can try and roll persuasion.
I'm gonna try and cast. Yeah, okay, that's what my turn is. My turn is this. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Mm-hmm.
Which is an action.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try and persuade everybody just to calm the fuck down. Which seems like a Leland thing to do.
Because a guy just tried to stab him.
And he got fucked up. I got a +8 persuasion.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. Okay. So that's 29. Everybody, listen. We're all men of reason here.
Puppet starts
Look deep inside yourself and think, do you really want to murder a man today?
Ask not what murder could do for you, but what you could do for murder.
Years from now, when you're old men laying in your beds, do you want to look back on this day and think, I murdered those people for no good reason? No! I say no! Today, we're going to grasp firm the pillars of reason and sit down and consider what we're doing. Not lash out in violence. Please, I beg you.
Actually, with that roll, I've reconsidered the errors of my ways. And I've become a monk of peace.
So, what do they do, right?
That was amazing, Winston Larkholm.
We won't fight them on the beaches. We won't fight them on the land.
To be fair, if I didn't roll a 29, I wouldn't have tried to make that anywhere near as convincing as that may have been. I don't know.
The one that's on you, basically, he's
mid-existential crisis.
No, he pulls back from an attack position, but he's got his sword pointed at your throat, but not I'm going to put this in you right now sort of posture. More you move towards me, this is going inside you. You stand still. We're cool. That's the posture you get from that. You're getting a sort of similar look on you as well. They were in a guard position now, less of a attack position. The two that are on you are still pissed.
Yep.
Where's the captain?
Upstairs still.
Maybe let's just get the captain in on this. Like, adjudicate, matters of maritime law. That's what the captains do.
I'm pretty sure your 6 seconds of speech are done.
We'll get married. Nice law.
The captain can do that. You're on open ocean.
That's true.
Pop it.
Roll a persuasion.
I want to hear Poppet's amazing 5-minute speech.
He does not have a 5-minute speech.
Friends.
Maybe just a quick haiku.
Just a tap. Morse code.
Fighting is bad. Don't.
It's not a haiku.
Didn't say I was good at it.
Splash.
It's the sound of dropping a mic off the side of a boat.
No, it's a 5-syllable word. Splash.
This is where we find out that Leland didn't do very well in English.
He's not a poet. He should have said a poet.
It's a hell of an orator, though.
So is this person also holding a sword to me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll use the key to disengage.
Sure. Basically, they're in guard position, so you're using a key to... You can just use an action to disengage.
Okay, I'll just use an action.
If you're not going to do anything else for your action, you can just do that.
The key's just sweet because you can just basically walk and then go somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, the key means it's essentially another action that has a finite number of times you can do it.
The key means you can do it as a bonus action
Yes.
and still fucking punch a dude in the balls.
Okay, so just disengage.
What are you doing? Sort of walking back and sort of sidling, because essentially the layout is the only direction you can sort of get away that's not going to be trying to walk past a guy is heading back towards Hana.
Yes. And I'll leave Leland at the front.
It's a nice sword you got.
Hana.
It's very, very, very sharp. Shiny. And at my neck.
It's a bit closer than that.
Rusty, though, have you used oil to keep it protected from the seawater?
I always wondered about that with you nautical... Like, it's turned into fucking Woody Allen now.
Don't have any part of this right now.
No.
Stealth. I'll just vanish.
That will be a pretty big roll.
Don't look at that dice roll, it's terrible. Yeah, I guess I will do persuasion, intimidation are the same, so...
Which one are you choosing?
Picking up his persuasive tones, I'll also use
Intimidation.
persuasive tones. Yeah. And I'll speak my rapey, so...
I only speak one language. Stabbing people.
It's a persuasive language.
Yeah. It's very compelling. Argumentative. But
Lightly.
I'll say, this fight's over, your life's not worth your bruised ego or the 20 gold. Let's just call this a fair fight.
Probably would be easier to roll the dice first to see how convincing.
I'm still saying it.
Oh yeah.
fart.
No, it's not too bad actually. 17.
Mm-hmm.
And I will delay my action. So if any of them come towards me, I will lash out, but I am not making any aggressive moves. I'll just say that loud and clearly so they can... people behind here know what it's about too.
Right. The one sort of holding his hand on, with blood pouring through his fingers on his left hand. He's like, "What are you doing, you fucking cowards? Fucking kill him!" And he's going to try and roll persuasion himself. Try to roll over
20,
your one.
29, whatever it was.
Is not. He definitely wasn't one of the ones on the debating team in high school or anything like that. He's
Sword! Monkey!
Fight! Good! Stabbingness!
the two that were on you. The one still sort of like, got you on guard, doesn't attack, but has essentially holding his attack in your situation. The one that was on you sort of steps forward, basically gets back in melee range, but not attacking, but
holding.
Yes.
Yes.
Is it my turn?
Quite yet. The two that are on you still.
Yep.
Try to decide what to do there.
I've said my thing and I've made no aggressive action.
You hear...
I've only ever defended myself.
You hear the mighty wail of the Leviathan.
You hear like heavy footsteps coming along the deck, and hear.
Secret heard you on the walkie-talkie. She's being very subtle.
Actually, out of character, I was actually terrified when you did that because I was thinking she was going, "Oh no, something's happening."
Why are you gonna guess on what's going on?
I know.
No, but you start seeing like the boots of the captain start to sort of appear at the top of the stairs and will start running down.
Oh, I don't see those boots at all.
The two assassins either side of you sort of there's since I've already dropped the name dropped the archetype.
They shoot one of them in flanking positions, like there'll be a rogue of some type.
They see the boots coming downstairs and they sort of quickly like stow their blades and
inside you to finish the job.
And they're sort of backing away from you and trying to look like they're going to be rolling some performance. One of them is sort of doing the good job, like don't hurt me anymore, no. Sort of the other one is not good. There's more. Year 3, end of year.
I'll also do the same thing with deception, going, "Oh no!" Everyone's backing. I look scared.
There's just an entire front stage of everyone's going like, "No!"
I'll do the same thing. Like as I hear the footsteps, like,
"It is not your turn."
Rip down. Okay. Oh, actually, I held my action.
You did. Your action was
That's
attack.
If attacked,
Leland.
My character's being attacked.
So the
captain's coming.
Captain, is she come down the stairs or is she not?
At the end of her action was basically getting towards.
Okay.
She's basically appearing at the top of the stairs.
Okay. Everybody, the captain's here. The captain can sort this out, right? Nobody has to fucking stab anybody through any necks right now, right? We can all be reasonable about this. You know, nobody has to get stabbed, right?
Still go with the persuasion?
I guess.
Sure.
I guess I'll do that same thing again. That was 17.
17. Good enough to go keep rolling off the 20 billion they rolled before.
You've built up some goodwill.
Yeah. Okay. At this point, the captain sort of makes the rest of the way. So Hilda sort of makes the rest of the way down the stairs, and it's just like this massive booming voice is like, "What the fuck is going on down here?" But believe me, SoundCloud's already very much got it tagged as explicit.
Yeah.
And one of the first things I checked off were like, explicit? Yes.
Fuck yes.
Poop, poop, diddle, diddle.
Piss, fart, wee. I don't swear much, you guys. I'm sorry.
Cuss, cuss, cuss.
Damn.
Anyway.
Bastard.
So at this point, you sort of drop the initiative order.
Yay.
Hey.
You three. What the fuck's going on?
Who's she talking
What
to?
are you done? You three.
Our friend was in danger. We were with you, and then something happened, and we ran down to save her. And this happened, and this nasty fellow stabbed me. And look, this is a new tunic, and like I'm bleeding on it now. That's what's going. That's the situation. Who do I see about getting this fixed? Ow.
It's a story of Bruce who goes, And nothing that a light healing potion won't fix.
Ooh.
As she sort of takes a look over at one of the crew that's basically just hanging on to...
I also don't look too flash on.
I imagine you're getting pretty close, yeah?
If it wasn't for that lifesteal... Oh no, the lifesteal thing already look even worse.
But yeah, looking at the guy basically hanging on to his arm to keep it on. As like... You three. Come along. The rest of you. Get yourself patched up. Get the fuck back to work.
I'm sorry about this, guys. As everybody's
Okay,
shuffling around to move back upstairs, I'm just gonna do a little bit of psychic damage to that one guy.
Really?
Yeah.
It's the straight up does 5, right?
Just straight up does 5 psychic damage and it just hurts his head. But it doesn't look like I'm doing anything. It's just a thing.
Didn't you just describe the fact that it does like tentacles out of your
That was
head?
just flavour.
Well, it was dark. Just why not?
You guys start walking behind the captain and start trudging up the stairs. The rest of the crew are sort of like, beginning to sort of wrap bandages and bits and pieces around their various...
I only do it to the one guy.
I know. This one guy, the main gnarled dude, is sort of holding onto his arms. There's like a bit of blood, and then all of a sudden there's like, and then just collapses. He had 1 hit point left when you did this.
You just killed someone.
I didn't. He just thought about them. Just thought about killing him. And they died. Mind bullets.
He's a wizard, Harry.
I didn't fucking touch him. I don't know what you're talking about.
He just... the soccer thing. I didn't fucking touch Neymar. I don't pronounce his name properly, but he's written Neymar.
Leland is capricious and sometimes does stupid shit. Stupid shit that is just him, like, firing off some psychic energy at some random ass fucker.
As you...
But, like, I'm very particular, like, we're not, like, looking at him and he's, like, this is as we're walking away with the captain.
Away, you just basically hear, like, a couple of the other guys was like, did I give him a name? This is the one that gave... Cedric? Was it the one?
No, Cedric was...
Someone else, okay.
The guy who caught him in the thing.
Oh, yeah, a different guy. Yeah.
Could be the same guy.
You hear a couple of the other ones that's like, oi! Branson! And you hear, like, slapping on the side of the face and everything. They're just trying to wake this guy up. It's like... And, like, the solid shaking and everything. It's like, holy shit. Oh my god, he's gone. Well, I guess there's more shares for the rest of us.
And I get to keep a light healing potion.
Life is cheap on the seas.
Actually, what I'll do, as I'm walking up, get a light healing potion, back the dog back, hear that and go, oh well, I'll just drink it.
Who's got one of those? Yep.
Yeah, I think we bought a few or got some last
You got some out of the rewards from the last
And then
time.
you brought extra ones, I think.
How much is... What's light healing? It's like
Straight up
2d4?
one is 2d4 plus 4, I think.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that much anymore.
1 hit point.
He was just being petty. That was like the little kick
Oh,
in
spoiler
on the way
alert,
up.
if you hadn't done that, he was still going to find his way in the ocean by the end of the day.
Sorry, James.
Yeah.
But now he's the bad guy. I didn't kill anyone. I'm the goodie.
I didn't even know that he killed anyone. I can't see that.
The captain starts walking across the deck and towards the doors to their cabin.
The door with the magic lock?
And she walks up close to it and sort of looks over her shoulder, looking both ways, and then quickly sort of like holding the pendant inside her hand, sort of pulls it over and then sort of taps it against the lock, which then sort of cracks open and then puts it back around, sort of at all times sort of hiding as much as you can the actual sight of the pendant from the rest of the crew. And the lock unlocks and she opens up the doors and waves you guys inside. Closes, then walks in herself, closes the doors behind her, and you hear lock and gauge again behind.
This is the room you were before, yeah?
No, this is above decks.
This is the captain's quarters. This is just below the
also a magical
the wheel.
Is it nice?
Yeah, it's pretty well laid out. There's a
Is it well appointed?
It is well appointed.
Do I need to ask about the sconces?
No.
No, okay, I don't. Cool.
You can assume there are probably some sconces. Or not. Up to you.
You gotta assume they're quite tasteful.
I still don't remember why this started being a thing.
It was because I was saying stupid shit in the other game. I'm pretty sure it was in the other game.
Might have been.
But it was me saying stupid shit. Let's just lay that out there.
And she's like, "You three, quickly, take a seat and tell me what the fuck's going on. Why are my crew and you guys fighting in the lower decks?
I'll tell her why.
Are you making more trouble than your 500 is worth?" Remembering at this point, you two don't realise her position.
Yep. I'll say, no, the person took umbrage at losing a couple of rounds of card games last night. Tried to ambush me while I was restfully sleeping.
Restfully sleeping? What kind of crew are you running here? Thieves and cutthroats, a lot of them. I have a mind to report you to...
You're right. You're on a ship going to a smuggler's den.
You know,
don't exactly get your regular Navy sailors on this sort of thing.
When you point it out like that, yeah, I suppose that is a thing.
Hannah, tell me a story.
I will tell her a wonderful story of how when I was little I had a bike. The bike was taken away from me by a mean bully at school. And then I'll tell the story of how I gradually killed all the bully's family, extended family and pets to leave him isolated and lonely in a cruel and unforgiving world before finally telling him who did it all and then leaving him to die.
That's a fucked up story.
Then I'll also tell the story of how I was attacked again. Someone lost a game of cards and I'll go fair and squarely, as fair as any of those type of card games are. Was upset, tried to claim that money, tried to murder me for that money. I defended myself, and here we are. No more the usual that occurs in these type of ships.
Also, there was kind of a ruckus from our musical friend here making an almighty kaboom.
That was you. I swear that noise nearly split the ship in half.
I mean, yeah.
Robert just shrugs and looks confused.
Cool.
Like, you three
Never
have
done this before.
You three have paid your way onto this boat to get to a place that doesn't involve destroying the boat in the process or killing the crew.
Well, you should have said that at the get-go.
Okay. If we're laying out the obvious rules, please don't set my boat on fire. Please don't rob it of its contents.
Oh, we've all talked about both of these things already today.
Please don't impregnate the salted pork.
Oops.
When you say impregnate,
I'm not being cryptic.
Look, sailors get very lonely out at sea. Why do you think it's salted pork?
good to know.
How was your sandwiches this morning? You're picking out short curly hairs. Sorry.
I mentioned before how I hate boats, right? I hate boats.
I, however, are rather fond of this one at least.
I am also fond of this boat, particularly while we're on it. It's still in the middle of nowhere.
It's not in the middle of nowhere. We're the rest of the day sail away from the destination.
Fantastic.
All right. Well, maybe
Wasn't particularly fond of Bradston after he tried to kill me, but it sounds like that won't be a problem going forward.
Now, I'm going to need to keep you guys separate from the rest of the crew.
Cool.
They need to think you guys... Hannah, I'm assuming these two are...
Oh, we haven't had a
comrades?
chance to talk yet. It's been a very eventful morning.
But these guys are actually with you, or are these...
Oh, they are.
Okay.
They're under my employ for our
not
work.
with. Eek. Sorry, no offense.
I'll say they're under my employ for our work, yes.
Hey.
I like how you just set yourself up as, like, Supreme Commander. Okay, so we can speak a little bit more freely.
I knew there was something going on between you guys.
I'll go, no you didn't.
I need the crew to think everything is still kosher. Which meaning you three...
No fires. We got it.
No. You three are essentially brigged.
Punish me, Daddy.
Until we reach
Tried last night.
until we reach port. So, until then, you're confined into here.
The well-appointed quarters with
Oh, believe me, this is
the tasteful sconces.
That's
Very tasteful,
Yes.
yeah.
I have been in maybe one better prison, but this one's pretty good.
this is just to make the rest of the crew think that you guys have been imprisoned until arrival.
Absolutely.
Can we get some of that rum while we're in here?
Absolutely not. So we run out of rum
Got the shot.
for the rest of the crew. I'll have worse than some small level larceny on my hands. So, you guys settle in. I'm gonna get back out there and keep doing the job that everyone thinks I do.
Hey, just a quick question. What's in the behind the locked door below decks?
Oh, never you mind about that. That's my business.
No, but no, but what is it?
How
Never
about-
you mind. That's my business.
I cast detect thoughts.
Okay.
You sure? Like what's behind the door?
Can
Let's have
I
a think on it.
is there like a semantic component to like you casting these things? Like is there something visible you have to do?
Probably. Who the fuck keeps track of that kind of shit?
Right, as I see you go to try and visibly cast,
Wizards of the Coast.
no, but like, is it visible when you're trying to do something?
Yeah.
I will physically just like kind of grab your arm, I guess, and like kind of like jolt you and so if you do that, going. I certainly don't want to make this trip any more difficult than it needs to be.
Fine.
Certainly not our big, strong Goliath protector.
But yeah, settle in. Don't make too much noise. And as you say that, you just hear like heavy wind movement outside, and then like a couple of shouts from the some of the crew. It's like, "What the fuck now?" And you hear 4 heavy hookballs landing on the
God
deck.
damn it.
Yes.
And then like the quick sound of Sigrun dismounting.
I had nothing to do with that.
Glory.
And yeah, you just hear this.
I'm just sitting here quietly, not setting the ship on fire.
Not trying to look inside your brain. And you hear the sound of a sword being drawn from its sheath.
Can you tell her telepathically everything's fine and she should leave right now?
Boop, 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 boop.
What do you say?
Everything's fine and you should leave right now. Everything's fine here. Everything's fine. How are you?
Like, please, for love of all that's holy, everything is fine.
Say something like avast or verily, and then take back off on your flying horse. And we're all cool. Everything's cool.
From outside, you hear Sigurd's voice yelling out like, "Leland, where are you? I can hear you, but I can't see you. Are you safe?"
She's as smart as Papa.
Be cool for 2 seconds. It's my neat telepathic abilities. Just like I'm.
You hear a pause for a moment, and you almost make out like the counting to 2. What do I do now?
Please leave.
Just go. It's cool. We're cool. Everything's cool. Or don't. Whatever. Just fucking kill everybody. These guys suck.
Is it? We can do that.
Yeah. Let's take over the ship. Come on. Who's with you? That last part was out loud. No. Sorry.
Meanwhile, Hilda is basically like running to the door, like quickly grabbing her her pendant off, is like knocking against the door to undo the lock, and then sort of pulling it open, and you can see the light fills the room, and you can see across the deck, you can just see a whole pile of sailors and pirate style crew, like swords drawn, facing off, and from your position you can just see the back of Sigrun just like shield up, sword pointing,
like leading through the door, just be like, hi.
She's facing towards the crew, so basically like the captain's opening up the door behind Sigrun, and you can basically so you can just see like you can see from behind her, like she's ready to attack all these guys. Her Pegasus mount is still sort of pacing backwards and forwards behind her, and as the captain sort of bursting the doors open, she's turning her head over, and sort of sees you 3.
Hi.
Yeah, I guess I'll just go.
And the captain's running out and is like, "Everyone, stand down! Stand down! It's fine. We apparently have a visitor. This is a weird trip." And the crew is like, not about to attack, but they're like befuddled at this point.
Tell her just make it like she's a visitor. Like she just heard a noise and just wondered if like people in distress or something. Tell her to make something up.
Guardian of the ocean.
And Hilda sort of turns to Sigrun and is like, "Who the fuck are you? What the fuck are you doing? Why have you been following us for 3 days? For days and nights?
Get out of there! Get out of there now!"
You see Sigurd sort of she sort of dropped her shield and sword down, like not in an attack stance, sort of like hearing your voice basically in her head, and then seeing you over there, like not moving your lips or anything like that. You're just like looking at her, but like it's like you're standing she can hear you like you're standing right in front of her, and it's just like, "I heard an explosion. I thought my friends were in danger. Leland, Hannah, Puppet, are you in danger?"
I just jump off the boat.
His head no.
You got that carpet? We might need the carpet. Let's get on the carpet. Let's just blow a hole in the back of the ship and fly out of here.
We can do that.
And she just like stops and starts like whispering slightly loudly. It's like, "Sit in stunned silence if you need me to attack these guys."
Hilda, what would be the adjustment to our fee for one more passenger and possibly a horse? Just out of curiosity.
Only for a couple of hours.
Only for the last little bit. That's probably going to be a percentage decrease.
And Sigrid's like looks at her.
She's
at
cool.
a point, she's like she sort of pats the nose of the Pegasus, and it sort of just disappears into a puff of smoke.
Just one extra passenger then. I'm just patting my pockets, going, maybe, yeah.
The captain sort of turns to Sigrid and just goes, "Right, you, Bright Spark, get inside. We need to talk."
Well, like most bad, this whole trip is how it went off without a hitch.
This has been a
Boats.
like uncannily just super good stealth mission, guys.
Can we?
The thunder wave was a particularly nice touch.
I actually thought it was going pretty good up to that point.
I just like the fact that the mute is the one making the most noise.
Yes. I believe when you listen back to that, I may have made the exact same comment.
Really?
Yes.
I may have missed
I was
that
very
while
particular with my
laughing
spell
a lot.
choices.
But Sigrid sort of follows the captain into the quarters, looking a little confused at the last few minutes of what's happening, and
Just
Here we are,
as she
reclining
comes
in
in,
the lap
I'm
of
just
luxury.
like, don't mention anything about the telepathic talking thing again, please. Just be cool.
and she says out loud, "Okay."
Yeah, no, like that. Yeah.
I'm as smart as a Valkyrie.
She's good at hitting things, but
Yeah.
not good about thinking about things.
You know, we know. It's the current situation we're in.
And yeah, captain again closes the door behind you and is like, "Explain all this. Who's our friend?"
She's a Valkyrie. What does she fucking look like? Do I have to fucking explain everything?
She's our friend.
Glowing and riding a winged horse? No, it's she has random ass passerby on the fucking ocean.
You got a lot of attitude going on for someone that's trying to kill my crew and blow my ship up, and apparently summon in celestial beings from on high.
Sounds like good reason to have attitude. Valve's praising the situation.
As much as I love all the attention we received in the past 15 minutes, I'll just be sighing a lot, looking at
Hannah, how do you think I should spin this to continue my work? You guys, in the space of 2 days, have undone months, almost a year of work.
What work?
If only you had the brains to match your looks, Mr. Larko.
Wait. No, that was a compliment, right?
yes.
Yeah. Because she thinks I'm dumb, so then she must be complimenting my looks. Right? That's how that seems... Yeah.
And she pulls that pendant out this time, making it very, very clear to the two of you. And this is an identical situation to your two insignia.
I thought you would have picked that up.
I put up mine and start
Before.
tapping on it.
When?
It's not linked in with
We
these
literally
letters,
talked.
but
Oh,
it
this is the character.
Oh.
We were talking
I
about
was
it,
disappointed.
before Flying Horse Lady rocked up.
You guys,
Who'd you steal that pendant from? No, I'm just kidding. I got it.
Hi.
so which captain are you guys under? I don't mean me. I mean, which one do you work for back in Gesserit?
Captain Joey Jojo should have a do.
Eric Rother.
Roth guy. Roth guy, yeah.
No, this isn't going to look good in the annual performance review.
His department used to have such a good reputation.
Yeah, it did.
To be fair, she's an outside contractor. I don't know what his excuse is.
I'm the only legitimate one with the church.
You can't say that.
Well, no, but...
I am flummoxed as how I'm going to be able to manage to complete my missions. Now that you guys have turned up on my boat and...
No. Bang. Got it. We're a bunch of ne'er-do-wells. That is...
We did do some wells.
Bunch of ne'er-do-wells. This... Let's call her she is. She is a... I'll go up to her like... Tap her number. She is a... police officer tracking down a nasty, nasty criminal, and they found that they were on this boat. They have caught them. And I'll push him forward. Well done. You've completed your work, police officer. You can take this person into custody.
Waves.
You're doing this to
Pop it.
I'll do it to Pop.
Yeah.
Get Pop, pushing forward to her. She takes the prisoner away. Done. It's a modicum of... We'll add some more salt to taste to this story, of course.
You're telling Sigrun to take...
No, I guess I'm kind of pantomiming what we're kind of doing to Hilda.
Yeah.
And then, an actual police officer. We're actual criminals. There was a warrant for this one. They've come here and they've captured that one.
And I guess there could be a reward spread amongst your crew for handing over this dangerous criminal.
Dangerous criminal.
Pop is just smiling.
That's creepy. I think I follow what your plan is.
Understand the plan, but he likes being involved.
I think we can make this work. But
and in regards to us, of course, we would completely sell out one of our colleagues. We don't have a warrant for us. Why would we? No, that's...
No, fuck this guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Fuck him.
I'm fairly certain your crew would probably understand that concept quite well.
Yeah, fuck this guy. Like this. That was him yelling at the door.
Sigrid just go, shh. It's just looking confused. Like, shh. Shh.
But we're the two smart ones. How you will work without the brains of the operation?
We'll just tell you what to do. Don't think or
I
say
don't think
anything.
this is a brains kind of operation.
This also has the handy bonus of putting both of them completely under the supervision of actual church people.
So
yes, there may be a reason.
Heimdall's always watching.
There may be a reason why.
On this plan, how are you planning to do any form of handover when we're going to a criminal-based place?
I believe Sigrid would fly away.
There is, yes. Basically, take this person. She'll fly away. Do a nice little loop-de-loop. We had a plan for her to meet up with us at some point at the port anyway. They'll just now have she'll now have company to talk to. And they'll... Can't you just imagine the stunning toys and intellectual conversations they'll have?
Spin-off series.
Alternatively, if we really wanted to, I could hand you the invisibility potion that I've been hanging on to for quite a while. You could have a struggle on the winged horse as you're taking off from the ship. Why am I doing this? As you're taking off from the ship and fall into the water, drink the invisibility potion, and just climb back onto the ship.
How long does that
I can
last
already
for,
turn myself invisible.
You can already turn yourself invisible.
But I think if you do that, you're away, you are removed, it looks legit, and then you can catch up and we can communicate with each other.
Or just fly in behind the ship on your...
And you two are...
It basically makes us look like, yes, we are dangerous people. One was more dangerous than the other two.
And we're traitorous badasses. And sexy.
And
you're doing like the Dog the Bounty Hunter sort of thing rather than actual
And what we
cops.
could do, we could...
So bounty hunters?
Yeah.
Bounty hunters would work. This is the captain's going for it. It's like, if you guys put on the persona of bounty hunters, that will roll with these guys.
Sexy bounty hunters.
It's not Halloween. You don't have to do every costume in sexy.
Wrong.
Okay.
Though she
Sorry,
gives you,
time for a second.
That was in character, by the way.
Yeah.
So she's giving you the sort of like the look like you're an idiot, and then sort of giving you the look up and down as well, and just sort of
Yeah.
She's
I know.
looks a little bit longer than normal.
She's picturing it.
She wants at least half of this.
The old half? The left half?
I'm not really sure yet.
Pointy around.
This could work. I can make
I
this
think
work.
it's going to work. We have to do it now.
Sorry, we're
So
proposing splitting the party up in a fairly significant way, though, guys. Just
Luckily, we've only got a few more hours to get to port anyway.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
If it was like 4 or 5 days, think about that
Then
thing.
the two of you can just meld off into the darkness and never be heard from again.
Bright light, you reckon you're gonna handle this? And Sigrid sort of responds as like, I get this right. I was gonna pop it away like he's some sort of criminal.
Just arrest Pop it.
Yeah, I think I can handle this.
And then we'll meet up as discussed.
Alright.
Just make it look like you're going in the opposite direction.
I grab some ropes out, start tying up Poppet, dragging him out of the cabin, giving him a little bit of a kicking.
We'll drag him out,
yeah. So you guys basically like burst the doors open, and Sigrid sort of got you by the scruff of your collar, basically like holding you bodily, and like she's got her arms like.
So my legs are dangling about 5 feet off the ground.
Oh yeah. And then she quickly waves like her left hand, as she does, like the Pegasus sort of appears under her hand as she drives it across. Sort of slings you,
pretty fucking cool.
Slings you over the back behind the saddle, so you're basically like you're tied up, so you're face down, sort of legs off one side of the horse, head over the other side.
I just quickly a bit for show.
She quickly mounts behind and mounts up in front of you and just goes, right, off to prison with you.
Wink, wink.
You nasty so and so, and then sort of looks over at Leland and is like, yeah, and then takes off.
Teleport next to you.
Pop tries not to have a huge grin at going off on adventures with the Valkyrie.
And Hilda sort of looks over the rest of the crew and is like, what are you fuckers looking at? Get back to work. You two, back inside.
Job well done.
And as you sort of walk inside, she gives you sort of the wink, and then shuts the doors behind you. You hear the lock engage, and you.
She winked at me.
Not
you, by the way.
You just hear the wind blow
whatever
your ears and everything like that. Your tips of them starting to get cold as you go up towards the clouds. But yeah, you are flying off to the port side of the boat.
Starboard.
Whichever side
I
that
don't
is.
think it matters.
The land side. The land side.
Yeah, land side. Yeah.
Yes.
And from your position, you can kind of see land.
That's port, dickhead.
And with that, I think we'll probably finish that up for this session because it got fucking ridiculous. But we've got a combat round in for a change.